That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh.
No, that's not how
That's
you
not your
work.
picture.
Okay,
Welcome to Wally World. Can I help you?
I thought I was trying to figure out what this was.
Good job.
Welcome to Wally World. Randy.
Show me a better producer.
Welcome to Wally World.
Oh,
Anyway, check it out, man.
Are we on the air?
Welcome
Yes.
to Wally World.
All right.
Can I help you?
Hello, everybody. We will be bringing you the action here in about 15 minutes. We will have kickoff for you. JV football, Sultan Turks versus South Whidbey Falcons. And I am joined on the broadcast today by young extraordinaire broadcaster Seth Sorgen.
You flatter me. Thank you. Hello.
So we're going to get down to nitty gritty and football 101 today.
Yeah, I gotta learn.
We're gonna talk a lot about football, X's and O's today. I'm Coach Brian, and we will be with you guys soon. All righty. We are getting really close. We're 8 minutes until kickoff. Got to give a shout out to Grandma Janice out there watching at home. Welcome to the broadcast, Grandma Janice.
Well, hello, Grandma Janice. Whose grandma is Grandma Janice?
Skylar's grandma is watching. Skylar is one of our producers extraordinaire.
Yes.
And
Skylar, do you want a single or a double?
so there you go.
That's it.
Skylar providing our...
Welcome to Seth. Welcome to the wonderful world of JV football.
Yes, I've heard it's a thrilling ride, for better or for worse.
It's actually usually pretty good football. What's exciting about JV football is the kids that don't get to play much on Friday night get a chance and get to go out and play.
This is their time.
This is their time to shine. You know, sometimes and every once in a while you get one of those kids. They've been in the program for 4 or 5 years, and for whatever reason, they're just not able to play on Friday nights. This is their moment. We call them JV All-Stars. You can call them, whatever you want to call them. But this is their chance. This is their chance to go out and play. And normally seniors don't come down and play
At JV,
at the JV level. However, they do make exceptions when you're running low on numbers. And as long as you have agreements with the other schools, hey, I got a kid, he's working real hard in practice, but he hasn't been able to crack the starting lineup at the varsity field for whatever reason. And he gets to come out here, and this is where they get to shine.
Get to show their stuff. Yes.
And my freshman year and my sophomore year, Mondays were my favorite days of the week because I got to go out and I got to play.
You gotta play. So you come out here for the kids. You feel for them.
Yeah.
You know what they.
And and a lot of times you don't these kids. These are your unsung heroes of the football team.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say unsung heroes, I mean kids that are on the scout team. They are the tackling. They are the tackling dummies. They are the ones that the varsities take their aggression out on all week long, and then they get to Friday and they might get to go out and play a little bit of special teams. Now there are rules. You're only allowed to play, I believe, as 4 quarters in a given week.
Yes.
Okay. So again, it might get a little bit. There might be a little gray area. I mean, but the one thing that they can do for JV that they can't do, is if you only play special teams, that doesn't count as a quarter played.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And so if you're just a special teams player at the varsity level, that doesn't count as a quarter played. Mm-hmm. So if you're only a special teams player and you play the whole game, you get to play. You can kickoff return.
Punt.
That doesn't count as time as varsity time on the field. So that can be a little bit disappointing when for these youngsters that go in. Well, I played in every varsity game all year long, and I didn't get they didn't get that mighty elusive varsity letter. Mm-hmm. Now a coach worth their salt will figure that out. Kids that deserve the letter should get the letter. And yeah, you're right. I love JV football. These are kids that are out here that are young. Mm-hmm. These are kids that are out here that have been working their whole high school or before, and for whatever reason, they're not quite ready to play for the varsity yet. And so now they get to come out, and this is their playground. My senior year of high school, I went out and I was competing for a varsity spot, and I didn't win the competition. Mm-hmm. I didn't win the competition to be the starting tight end for Bothell High School that year, and I was pretty darn disappointed. And I had a coach take me aside and say 2 things. He said to me. He says, number 1, you keep working hard. You're the hardest working person here. You'll be recognized and you'll be on the varsity field in no time. Mm-hmm. And he was right, by the way.
Oh, well, there you go.
And number 2, the other thing he told me was, no matter what happens, Make practice into your playground.
Mm-hmm.
Go out there and give it your all every single day. And that's how you earn your way back onto the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're already at 8 people watching on the stream.
Appreciate it. Yes, this is also going to be my learning time of how the rules of football work. I've already got a question.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about wide receivers because I've learned recently how wide receivers work. You got your wide receivers on the edge. Farthest person on the line is an eligible receiver, correct?
That is correct.
So that's why you normally have the inside receivers are not actually on the line. They're a step back normally, so they're not on the line.
That is correct because they're a back and they're an eligible receiver.
How do tight ends work then?
Well, you need you can't have you need tight ends can be on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it deals with you can't cover up. Most of the time, you'll see a tight end just slightly behind the tackle.
Is that
okay? There are instances where you'll see everybody up on the line, but then you'll see the last person on the line. You'll see them just a step back.
Yeah.
You'll have 2 tight ends. You'll have a tackle, a tight end, and a tight end. You'll notice that it goes the tackle, the tight end on the line, followed by a tight end just a little bit back.
They're also normally same thing, a step back. I just haven't noticed it. I guess is probably the answer to that then.
Correct.
Okay. That's because I learned that rule recently, so that the ends are eligible.
The ends are eligible. Now, they have to have a number
Yes, they also have to.
to be eligible. Now, they can go on the field and they can go, hey, this tackle is eligible. And he has to report himself as eligible. I've actually seen it in here at Sultan. They threw the ball to a tackle number, and it got called back because they said that he didn't. This was several years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They said that he didn't report himself as eligible.
Okay.
When he came out, and you did that. The Seahawks did that a couple years ago with George Fant. They would put him out there as as another tackle, and if you watch the film on that, he would always be a step back.
Mm-hmm. To make himself eligible. Okay.
All right, so the all important, not so important coin toss.
My money's on heads.
Yeah.
My money is on heads. Number 15. Who's number 15?
Number 15 is Caden Keeler.
Number 50. Oh, do you have a JV roster?
No, I just have the varsity.
I'm looking at Bellevue Christian.
Well, don't look at Bellevue Christian.
I looked.
We don't have a JV roster with us today.
There was Austin Harris. I thought, man, I've never heard of him.
We don't want to talk about him anymore.
I was like, Caden Keeler. Okay, I was thinking like, man, good for him. Never heard of him before. Good for him. No, Caden Keeler will be 15. I think he'll probably be a quarterback.
So we've got our, I've all I've got in front of me now is a varsity roster, and I'll be running off of that. And I apologize to anybody watching from Whidbey. I got nothing.
We got sent nothing.
Zilch, nada, nothing. And in the coach's defense, they probably had no idea we were going to be here today.
Yeah, I mean.
But that being said, we are moments away.
Sponsored by Windmill Espresso here. I know they sponsor about everything we do.
They are TurkPride.tv sponsor, and they have officially been given the kickoff from me.
I actually, my drink I got here from Windmill Espresso.
Oh, you stopped by on Windmill Espresso on the way over?
Had someone new on the job. She was lovely.
No roster. Okay,
she was lovely. Did a great job. Took a little bit though. She was learning how to make the drinks.
And hey guys, if I get something wrong,
too bad.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So no Facebook today. So we are YouTube only.
Are these LED?
And all right. So Turks are going to defend the west end zone. I didn't see who's kicking off. I'll get that for you here in just a moment. So you notice they go out there. You notice, Seth, they go out there and they flip the coin. They let the coin go on the ground.
I understand how that one works.
I thought it was 12. Did somebody tell you 10?
I haven't seen 10 on this.
Is it shorter for JV?
Yeah, that must be 10-minute quarters.
Okay,
well, we'll go with 10-minute quarters.
It may be because we're running a little bit behind. We're 15 minutes. but who knows?
Don't take the time away from the kids.
Yeah,
My
that's. I mean,
goodness.
that's what I say. But it's sports politics.
Yeah, whatever.
Here we go, getting ready.
All right, so we got setting up to kick off. Landon Bauer,
Oh, Landon, the younger
brother of
Weston
Galley.
Galley.
We're gonna
Basketball favorite.
Yeah,
Weston is. So
Landon is younger brother of Weston. We're just gonna call him Landon from now on.
Not quite sure. Maybe I'll try to figure out. So we'll go.
Well, I had a
Turks have their signature. I don't quite know what they say. They go,
Why am I not surprised that Landon is doing the kicking?
There we go. It's good contact, not as much distance, but a good spin on it.
Well, it's up. The ball's kicked up to the 42-yard line, where the Falcons will take over from there.
Great job. They got about a 3-man bench, so probably see a lot of the same. Or maybe a 5-man bench. I can't count.
Well, I don't see that many over on the Turk side either. So.
No, I see our sports med here though, so thank you for them for coming out.
Oh, of course, our sports med is what a great program that is.
What a lovely program. See them all the time.
All right, so
we got
they're gonna line
eligible
up.
receiver here close to us.
You betcha.
Learning how he works.
And the shotgun, number 2 is going to take off.
Quarterback keeper
Boom.
wrapped up. Good job there by the Turks. He gets, maybe a couple of inches.
Look like number 88 for the Turks. Aiden Masterjohn in on the tackle on that.
Tight end and outside linebacker.
150 pound.
And 6'1", just right over that 6-foot mark.
He's 6'1", 150 pounds.
So he gets about a yard on that.
Yeah, 2nd and 9.5 coming up.
Yeah.
2nd and 9 coming up.
Semantics.
Looks like he's going to go under center this time with offset backs. He's got a full back and a half back. He's going to go, rolls out to the right to pass.
Got an open man. He comes down with it. Can the Turks come out there? Number 27 able to force him out of bounds. Casey Sifferman
in on the, you betcha, number 27. Casey Sifferman drags him down on the sideline there.
The Falcons will move the chains, though. Good little rollout. Just found number 6 there in open space.
Casey playing
corner
out there. Safety is none other than number 15, Caden Keeler.
I think Caden Keeler, a good ball player. Excited to see him years to come.
Freshman Caden Keeler.
Oh, yes, also quarterback. Here we go, pitch. I think, sorry, I missed it, but Turks able to get there, but good little run, eventually forced out by number 15 and 27.
He's going to end up with about a 5-yard gain on that. Hunter Trentler was in the backfield. He's a 5'8", 155-pound sophomore. Just couldn't quite wrap him up on that.
Got there in time, read it right, but just wasn't able to actually get the tackle. Reading it's one thing, but you actually got to be able to execute on your read.
That's all right. He won't miss the next one.
You need both. It's good. If you can tackle perfectly but are never there, that doesn't help. But if you can...
All right, so we're going to go... Looks like we're going to go under center again. And we got I formation. A little bit offset on the backs.
Oh, just a tiny bit.
And there should have been a penalty on that, but no.
Hands it straight down the middle. Holds onto the jersey. Who's that? That's 88.
Number 88 again.
Aiden Masterjohn.
Aiden Masterjohn.
Got right in there. I thought he was going to break free. Aiden Masterjohn holds onto the jersey for dear life. Was it a false start on Whidbey?
I thought they had a false start in there, but nothing was called on it, so...
Nothing called, so no harm, no foul.
Looks like I'll bet you they're going to roll to the right again and throw the ball.
Yeah, they got 3 receivers out there. But Turks get the pressure. Good block by number 24. Pass gets out.
It's intercepted.
Up. Caden Keeler. He's going to run into traffic. I think they'll call him out.
Caden Keeler, the ball hawk.
That was a great. Turks got to the backfield. A block by their fullback saved the sack, but then forced the disruption, and eventually Caden Keeler able to come down
nice
with
job
an interception.
by the defensive line on that.
Oh, tore them down.
And Caden Keeler, the ball hawk, he's going to go over there and get the play. bring it in. Or,
Keeping the ball in his hands.
I don't think he leaves the field. I don't think that happens.
No, he's big. He's athletic. And now, a huddle, more of a U around Caden Keeler. I would say to get 2 wide receivers left. See, is that number 20 out there? Breck Bush, far position, low snap, but they're able to get the handoff. And here goes 33. Jonathan Van Pelt brings it up for maybe just about 2 yards.
No, number 20, Breck Bush, he had quite the catch of the varsity game the other night.
Oh, I watched. I know there were. Is he the one who's sort of bobbled in the air and he came down with it?
I don't remember, I just remember him being able to say his name.
I do remember there was a great catch as well. So
had several of those for the Turks the other night.
Those are good.
A lot of good positive things to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Tell your truth, Monday for our Turks was going to be real hard today, though.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
All right, so 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here, our Turks will send all their wide receivers the other way.
He's going to be in the shotgun.
1.5 back. It's going to be Jonathan Van Pelt back there with him. A little bit of a jet sweep to 10. Oh, but it'll be a fake. Gets the throw off.
Intercepted.
Into coverage. Number 12 for the Falcons. Steals that away.
Well, unfortunately, he had a man open, but he needed to get it over and the receiver had to come back for it, and the the Falcons were able to re-intercept the ball and reset. We're going to go back to where we were before.
A lot of those plays rely on the opportunity of surprise, so the longer the play goes, the more you lose.
Well, I was surprised.
I was surprised as well. I figured it was going to be a run. We were going to sweep them right.
Well, unfortunately, you're going to see quite a bit of that here at the JV level.
Oh, that I formation. Give it to the fullback this time.
Oh, that's going to be. Looks like they're going to be a hold of some kind here.
Oh, as South Whidbey in front of me has just spilled most of their water. Someone should get them some more.
Well, that's not what you want.
I'm sure that man will get harassed plenty by his team for spilling their entire water
Let's see
supply.
Now, the ref's going to go out there, and we are going to take it back 10 yards. It's going to be holding against South Whidbey, and we will replay first down and be 1st and 20. All right, so now you got to look at your young corners out there and your safety out there. Now that's going to put a little bit of pressure on them. Mm-hmm. He's going to roll. That rolled into the flat again. He'll probably run that play here 1st and 20.
Here we go. He'll stay in the pocket, roll out left a little bit. Turks bring the pressure. Scramble out 2 by South Whidbey. Oh, good job. Ooh. Number 33 there, Jonathan Van Pelt, eventually able to force him out of bound, but I mean a 13-yard gain there.
Yeah, well, makes it second and 8. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hard problem if you have both people rushing from.
2nd and 6, more or less.
If you get both people rushing from the same angle, there's your problem. As soon as he burns both of you, he's got plenty of green field ahead. Still 2nd down. That penalty
well,
makes.
They're going to try to see if they can throw the ball to the left side on this.
Here we go. Got a receiver out there with a tight end, 1 halfback in the backfield. Oh, it's a little bit of a trickery as they actually end up snapping it to their back.
Who was that masked man? Oh, of course.
Was it Caden Keeler? Caden Keeler, of course. About
the ball hawk.
3 yards there for Whidbey as we bring up to a 3rd down. About a medium range third down, about 3 or 4 yards to go.
About third and 4.5. So yeah, about 3rd and 4.
We don't. Our scoreboard doesn't go to the half increments.
No, I do. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I heard someone had a big yawn over there.
Okay, now he has been very successful rolling to the right here.
That's where the Turks got to watch. It's obviously his favored side.
Turks showing blitz. They're going to call a timeout there because the Turks were showing a blitz right into where he was going to go with the ball.
Wise enough to.
Well, it's a good time. I mean, from Whidbey's perspective, that's a good timeout.
Mm-hmm. Short third, you're at almost exactly. You're at midfield.
Yeah, and I know I'm talking simply, but the field is, the football field is 53 and a half yards across, 120 yards from end to end, 100 yards from goal line to goal line.
Yep.
And if the guy's tackled anywhere between what you see is the hash marks, the right hash or the left hash, they just leave the ball right there. However, if he goes outside of the hash marks, they will set the ball at the hash mark.
Yeah, they got him
the closest to it.
Yes.
So when I say that they're going to run to the right or run to the left, usually if you need to get a lot of yards, you don't want to run it to the short side of the field or to the short hash, or you want to go. So they're on set up on the left hash. So now they're going to run it to the right so they can get a little more room.
Literally, Turks defensive line though gets the pressure, but quarterback going to scramble out. Is he able to get the
He was
yards?
able to get the first down on that.
He is finally number 10. Chandler Triliner forces him down, but a first down for Whidbey. Just quarterback continuing to find all that green grass. He's beating him to the corner. He's beating him to the angles.
Well, see, the corner can't. The corner, if the corner's playing a man-to-man on that,
He can't do.
he can't commit to the run because if he comes up too soon, they'll throw the ball over his head. So he has to cover over there on the short. See how it's on the short field side of the field. Now they're going to run to the long half.
That'll be a
21.
Pitch. Oh, great! I didn't see who got in there first. I want to say it was
33.
33. Jonathan Van Pelt got in there first, bringing him down, and the rest of the Turks were able to help him out.
Well, we got 14 people out there watching. Make sure you go down there and hit the subscribe button.
Much appreciated.
Much appreciated. Seth and I are just out here today, just a couple of guys talking football.
Just
and,
learning, yeah.
We're learning about the game, and I just don't get enough TurkPride.tv to give you guys during the week.
I've got enough knowledge to watch the Seahawks and complain, but past that, what about everyone's got enough knowledge to do that?
I don't talk about the Seahawks on Mondays anymore.
So here we go.
Up the middle.
Oh, Turks stuff it. Beautiful job by the Turks.
Now, I'll tell you what. You need to spy on this big third down coming up. You need to spy on the quarterback.
For sure, yes.
And you need to blitz probably an outside linebacker because it's going to be, you see where it's in the middle of the field there. He's probably going to go to his right because he's right-handed.
Yep.
You need to blitz somebody.
Yes. Need to contain him.
I don't think they had the opportunity to get that up there. So Casey's going to be on the taller receiver here, and he's going to look to put this ball into the flat here.
So here we go. He'll fake the handoff.
Here he goes again.
He'll get it. He'll get the throw off that time, though, but it's a little too low. He's kicking himself for that one.
Okay, Casey Sifferman there on the
coverage.
And he went right where I said he was going to go.
He did roll completely right, fake the handoff. You should coach football.
Well, my Twitter handle is @CoachBrian. I actually have some varsity experience here at Sultan.
I do, yes. I do know that.
And but I found my love is in the booth with.
It's in the booth.
It's in the booth talking about it.
Years ago, they'll probably go for it here.
They have no choice but to go for it.
I don't, unless they have an all-star kicker there on the bench. They're probably go for it. Expect the roll right again. The blitz comes. He rolls right, gets the throw deep. He's open, but then
he catches it, and he's going to go in for the touchdown.
88 almost put his hand in the perfect spot there, but not quite enough. As Whidbey will celebrate.
Well, that's not quite what I expected to see.
No.
I'm going to watch the replay here on my phone.
Turks, the pressure's getting provided. They just can't quite get there to bring them down. So, presumptuously, 2-point conversion will happen here.
Well, if you haven't got a kicker, you got to go for 2.
Weston has done a very good job kicking for the Turks this year.
Oh, my phone's about a minute behind.
Weston's done a good job kicking for the Turks, but here we go.
We get Landon now. We get Landon to do it.
Stuttered backs as he hands off to the fullback. Turks get their bodies there.
All right. So now the Turks are I guarantee you they're going to come out on fire here this next.
Yeah, they gotta feel the momentum. As Caden Keeler, probably not too down, even though there was an interception, he didn't throw it himself. So your quarterback's, and even Caden Keeler's mentally strong. He's not gonna.
Oh, he's going to be fine.
He'll be fine. He didn't even throw the pick, so he'll be fine on himself.
He's fine. He's the ball hawk.
The ball hawk.
I don't know. It just came to me.
Just have its nickname now. If you get a nickname for Brian Atkinson, you've done something right.
Yeah. I've been watching him for years.
Oh yeah.
Him and his older brother used to come. When I coached the JV baseball team, I used to look over, and there were these two little boys over there watching all the time.
Who knows what was younger brother Kale? He's nowhere near the high school level. I'm sure in years to come.
If he's watching out there, hey.
Oh, he's probably in the stands.
Shout out to Kale, fathead.
Kale. that nickname, hopefully that one won't stick. That Brian Atkinson nickname. Normally they do.
Oh, Kale's he's hilarious.
10 years in the future when you're doing this in front of thousands of people, it's thousands of people tune in to Turk Pride TV. Kale Fathead Keeler. He leading the Turks.
He'd probably like it. The kid's a hoot.
He'll find the humor now. In 10 years, when his nickname's Fathead, that's one that sticks with you.
Well, all the student section will have fatheads and Kale.
Big.
All right, here's the kickoff. Watch out for the onside kick at JV level. You get a whole lot of that.
Yeah, Turks not incredibly deep. So there we go. No more of a
go.
Decent kickoff for what I expected. Finds a little bit of green space. Bounces it to the outside.
Ball comes out.
Is he able to dive on top of it?
It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Turk ball here at the 39-yard. He almost broke that.
Oh, a good play by both. I think it was Jonathan to get outside there and almost pop it in. But
Jonathan Van Pelt. But you know what? You got to give credit to the South Whidbey player. He reached his hand out and knocked that ball.
All the pressure, because if he gets shaken quickly there, he's gone. But that's about as good of a scenario you could have dreamed up right there in that one-on-one.
Well, I'll just go out on the limb. 4 or 5 plays from now, the Turks are going to be up 7-6.
So you think so? You guessing 7-6 or 8-6? You think we got a kicker on there?
I think Landon's going to put it through the goalpost.
You think Landon's
I have no idea. I haven't seen him practice field goals or any of that stuff, but I think he's going to do it.
Okay. Well, there's the bull. Landon PAT. I don't know what the going odds on that are. But the Turks will fake handoff, roll out. Caden Keeler, tons of pressure on him. Probably look to scramble, but instead we'll toss it up.
Comes
down with it.
Coming down
Beautiful.
with it. Matthew Agnew.
That was
down
beautiful.
At the 9-yard line.
Put it in a good spot, and Matthew Agnew, major credit for putting that catch on.
I told you 5 plays or less.
You said 4 or 5. They may actually score too early for your prediction.
Well, you know what?
We'll give you credit. If they score in 2 or 3, we'll give you credit for it.
That was. You couldn't have thrown it in a better spot, and Matthew Agnew just went up and got the ball. And they were on him. They were chasing you down. The line did not. That was all the receiver and
Caden
Keeler out there on that.
The pressure came quickly, so call a motion.
They're going to run the ball to the right on this.
You think they'll bring out an extra blocker there, or at least another. Draw him out, but as he cuts left,
that was a nice read.
Almost waltzes in. That's Jonathan Van
Pelt. Yep.
Just
nice read. Nice way. I mean, that's something that you'd see Hunter Henry do. Out there for the Tennessee Titans. Yeah. So let's see what we're going to do here for the extra point. I told you.
Hunter Henry.
Number 11 is lining up. Nope, they're going to run a 2-point play.
Do you mean Derrick Henry for the Titans?
No. Derrick Henry.
Hunter Henry's a tight end for the Patriots.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I
thought I was going to get my dream was watching Landon kick extra points today.
No,
so
maybe later. Maybe later in the game. But for now, we'll just get a single hat. We'll motion number 11, and it looks like a keeper for Caden Keeler.
He's just going to go to the end zone there and bring
gets
that
in 8-6. Beautiful job there.
Now, it for me, it's too bad that you got to have somebody, that Caden can't play more Friday Night Lights. Mm-hmm. They've got to save him for, but when you have a player of his caliber as a freshman, it makes it that much more special. That makes the JV games more special.
Someone do electrifying
I
things.
guarantee you, the Turks are not going to get caught across deep again tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You know, now Whidbey will probably score again, but they're not going to get caught deep. And this game will probably come down to the team that is the most conditioned and the most disciplined. And this is for the last play.
I thought you were about to hit the cymbals, you know, the ring top.
No, that's when I get bored and start cracking dad jokes.
Oh, that's when we just make a jab at the refs. we do love our refs here.
Hashtag Turks first.
Hashtag Turks first.
Let's see how we're doing here. How many people do we got watching on YouTube
It'll
today?
be a kickoff here.
No,
for
we're
the
already
Turks.
we're all up. Marshall Buckman in there, great drive.
There we
17 people on broadcast right now.
There we go. Good kick for Landon.
You've let that go out of bounds so you can get the ball at the 40-yard line.
Yes, that'll be a penalty on the Turks. I mean, not an awful penalty, but
No, they're going to put the ball. They'll put the ball. I believe they put the ball on the 40-yard line.
does it always go on the 40 or is it like a 10-yard penalty?
If you kick the ball out of bounds, it always goes on the 40-yard line.
Always goes on the 40.
In high school ball, I believe.
Okay.
But they're setting up at the 35, so I guess they're going to set it up at the 35.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll just go with that.
Sounds fine by me.
It must be the 35 or where it goes out of bounds.
Okay. So we got 61 will come in the huddle. Gets sent in there last second.
Looks like we've got a little change in the corners there. We've got a new corner out there.
Number 11.
Landon Stent's out there on the right corner
It'll
this
be
time.
our sole corner left side. Oh, that's maybe a
Oh, he
that's
comes
gonna
in and
be
he
a
gets
great
him.
job.
Oh, that's none other than Aiden Masterjohn.
Great job there from Aiden Masterjohn. Came in and just held on. Aiden Masterjohn playing the hard position of
Well, that was really good. I mean, Hunter Trentliner just blew. He did the linebacker blitz like I talked to you about. And now who we got over on the right side? Now we've got a new
number 11 Landon Bauer here, far
On the
right. I can't quite catch the number.
They changed the corners on us.
Caden Keeler will drift off right side to supports to get tripped.
He's going to try to throw that deep again.
Oh, gets it to number 6. Another catch for him, but I think it's Masterjohn again forcing out.
I don't know who number 99 is. I have a Brady Haim as number 89.
He could have been 89, Brady Haim, but Haim listed as a corner, so that's probably
the same one.
Probably. I know Aiden Masterjohn playing outside linebacker, probably behind Hayden Murphy, so that's one of those jobs. Hard job to take the starting job from.
TurkPride.tv player of the game on
Was
Friday
he?
night.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That wasn't hard.
Aiden Murphy, a great player. So here we go. Single back. 3 receivers right for the Falcons. The Turks trying to run on the quarterback. Scrambles right again. And brought down by number 10, Hunter Tradliner. But after a gain of probably about 7, 8 there. The Turks gotta, they're getting almost to him. Agonizing close. He's almost just taunting them.
Well, they've got to turn him in. They've got to turn him in sooner. So that he can go back into the teeth of the defense.
Yes. The Turks were actually able to take him down. The more you take him down, eventually, hurts to get hit. So, the more you're able to take someone down, it'll slowly wear on them.
I see a pass brewing here.
You see, as we get one receiver left, one receiver right.
I formation.
Or we get 2 receivers left.
Go back to pass.
Turks get in. He'll
runs it into the flat again.
28. Turks able to take it down.
You're throwing it to the short side of the field there.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, quarterback much prefers his strong side.
Well, he's right-handed, so he wants to run. He wants to roll it to the right.
As they say, the left side, strong side.
But I could see a pitch to the left brewing here.
Yes, plenty of open spaces. It'll be on the right hash.
Almost time to stand up and watch from our Turk Pride Tower here.
It is, but they'll have a fullback in there. There you go.
I formation.
I formation, fullback there. I'm thinking left side as well. No, we'll go right actually. And this one, the Turks able to take it down, but not after a gain for the first down.
Yep, first down for Whidbey on that.
I do see some of the varsity players for the Turks down there supporting, so that's good. I think it looks like Hayden Murphy, Jeremy Ripley, and Weston down there, it looks like. My eyes don't deceive me. So here we go, right hash again.
It means a lot. It means a lot to those younger players when when the older players come and support them and talk to them, and it means a lot.
Here we go. One halfback, 3 receivers left, trips left on the Turks to and that'll be a snap.
That's a wildcat. It's going to be a procedure penalty.
Oh, but fumble.
Fumble, and I believe the
Whit
Turks may have gotten on that.
did they? I thought 71 for Whidbey hopped on.
That's all right. It's coming back anyway.
It was a false start or...
Let me see what we got going here. I didn't get to see the call, but be a procedure penalty.
What happened? What was the procedure mistake?
He picked the coach picked the flag up.
I
He
saw
said,
that.
You need to put that back on the ground till I'm done. I'm like, oh, I don't know if they're going to like that very much.
What was the procedure problem?
Well, it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you got to go back to the original. He's going to go back. Okay, now he's going to go back to the 30-yard line here. There you go. So it's a procedure penalty or a false start.
False. Oh, okay, false start.
Yeah.
So that big play will be taken back instead. We'd be looking at a 1st and 15 in Turk territory. Very similar set with trips right. And 1 man left with the look for a pass. We're all right, not much space, but they'll just dump it off, but then drop.
He dropped. Oh, he dropped an easy pass.
I
mean, that is right there for him.
I mean, I was right. I mean, I don't know if it was in his chest, but it was right in that area.
They're getting 5 to 8 yards a pop on that on throwing it to the flat there.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Turks are going to have to adjust. You're going to have to. You're going to have to put. You're going to have to put a linebacker out in the flat.
Yeah, one of those. I think it was linebackers came in and he had a much better angle that time. And he not only was he on the rolling out to his weaker side.
Well,
there,
if I'm them, I'm running the same. We're going to be in the pistol here.
There you go.
He's going to go over the
He's
top
got a man
again.
deep in the post. Turk 1-on-1.
It's a touchdown.
Oh, that'll be grabbed over Landon Bauer. Tried to put the coverage on. Height a little bit too much as he wasn't able to climb that ladder.
Oh.
Some shaking of the Turk Tower.
A little shaking, whole lot of shaking going on.
Yeah.
That was a nice play by the Falcons there.
Line up for their 2-point conversion. Number 6 is having himself a good game. As he'll be right. He'll be right side. 1 back. They'll roll out. Turks trying to get their left. Gets the dump out. Complete, but
He's going to come up short.
Yes. I believe they completed the pass, but the Turks able to force it. It was so low. That's what you got to do more of.
All right. So now it's time. Who knows what the Turks are going to run, but I think Turks are due for an extended drive right now. That's going to bring us into the middle of the second quarter. We're still only in the first quarter, dude.
You got a minute left in the first. Yeah, it's 12-8.
And if those of you out there get to see our new addition to the TurkPride.tv, we've got the scoreboard and the time streaming for you.
Oh yeah, we do. We've got something set up. I'm sure Dave Moon figured something out. He always does. Dave Moon's actually left us, our executive producer.
Dave has other
commitments
to go take care
If
of.
you'd like to subscribe or like, I know we got 5 or 6 students here learning. I mean, and me, but I'm announcing. We got 5 or 6 students learning how to tech produce, film, do the cameras. So all the subscribing, liking, donating if you're feeling generous goes straight to the students. This new tower, new cameras.
All right, yeah.
Get these fancy new headsets where they can all talk to each other. All the producers can talk to each other.
Yeah, it's some good stuff.
Great stuff. You know, we've got 2 cameras running, so we can swap between. But anyway, kickoff for Whidbey. Boom. We'll go pretty good kick. Fielded. Ooh, not cleanly. Jonathan, but then he's able to pick it back up.
He picks it back
Can he find
up.
himself a hole? He cannot, but at least no panic.
Well, he still gained about 10 yards on that.
No panic at the disco here. Everything's fine.
No!
So here we go. Turks, their time to put on a little bit of a drive. Probably bring it into the second quarter here.
Well, we got 58 seconds left to go, and I'm sure you guys can see that. And Turks are up 12-8. No, Turks are down.
Down 12.
12
Oh,
to
yeah,
8,
that was
yep.
the problem. I could probably can't off here, going left side is going to be my guess, you know. Trying to learn. I mean, only one receiver outright for the Turks. There we go, a little bit of high snap, but exactly that. Able to find himself just a little bit of room for maybe about 2 or 3
Well,
yards.
You know, you got to run the ball. You got to run the ball to
Great space.
We may actually get old. No, we've still got one more play coming here, and then we'll be getting into the second quarter.
Yeah, the run's dying in today's game, but it's still a crucial part to establish.
Well, you have to run
If
the ball.
you stop the run, you win games. I think it's the Carolina Panthers of the NFL who've allowed about some of the least rushing yards, and they're 4-0.
I would be tempted to run the ball to the right here.
And there you go. They'll do that. Well, he'll find himself see a gap up the middle and break a couple of tackles, getting there to the first.
First down, Turks.
Beautiful run there from Jonathan Van Pelt. Had a couple of people try to bring him down, but slipped through. He saw himself a hole right down the middle.
Now, see, I would say you're getting the chance for the defense to rest here, but these guys are playing both ways.
It's the same players.
Yeah, it's the same players, so it really don't matter. I'd rather be on offense than defense.
Yeah, at least you get to decide the tempo on offense.
So we're going to end up the first quarter with the Turks down 12-8.
Well, 12-8, but you still not too much to stress. You know, you got the ball, you're driving. A touchdown if you get a touchdown, you'll be up 2 no matter what.
Yep.
You're feeling good.
Yeah, go down, get a touchdown.
You also had to give off the ball, so the other team they've had more drives as well. The equalizing drive here.
Yeah, and the Turks get the ball to start the second half.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, you know, at this point with how Whidbey is able to connect on the deep passes, you're going to have to figure out a way to either stop that, or you're going to have to just keep scoring or slow the game down, or what I call is shorten the game. Lots of running.
Brings down the clock.
You drain the clock and you run less plays, so therefore there's less opportunity for them to score.
Also less exhaustion, you know, able to slow down the game.
And when you're dealing with this many players, you don't want to have your defense out there for 60, 70, 80 play, you know, in a game.
Mm-hmm. No, not halftime yet. Sorry, talking to my producer there. Just trying to, you know.
It feels like it should be halftime.
It's been a while. We started a little bit late, though. Is Caden the only QB out there? For the Turks, he's our starting JV one. I know we have number 40. She, I believe, plays QB. Jasmine Schlegel. Ben Dillinger, number 36 is listed as QB as well. So currently, Caden's the only one we'll see, and probably will be the only one we do see. We'll have to see.
Nice job. Nice block over there.
Sweep. Turks have a little bit of space.
He's got some room.
Number 10. Can he break the last tackle? No, but won't take away. Hunter Tradliner weaving in and out like a snake, untouchable.
And who's out there leading the way on the blocks, but none other than number 33, Jonathan Van Pelt.
Oh, got to give credit to the blockers.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun on that.
Gotta love your blockers.
And this is what this is what we just talked. We talked about going into it. We need somebody to shorten the game, and the only way you can wear out the other team is to come at them really hard.
There we go, a little screen pass, a block. I mean, put down a decent block, but there's 3 people, only 1 Turk blocker.
I don't think we're going to get much as far as yardage on that.
Depending, unless my depth perception wrong, maybe a yard or 2.
No, your depth perception's perfect.
Yeah, just about a yard. Yeah, about a yard or 2. It's hard to. Our Turk tower does not move. The game does. We do not.
I got an open window over here.
Yeah,
you
got a window to the right, so I'll look through your old one. So here we go. Turks will line up. A bunch of people right here. Oh, look like they get. I expect a run here. They got 2 receivers left. It'll be a sweep to the left there. Number 10, Hunter Treadland, able to slip off, finds himself a hole, fighting. Picks up. If he didn't get the first, he is about as close as
he's going to be. He looks to be like 6 inches short.
Yes, so expect maybe a punch up the gut here for the Turks to try to finish that, put themselves within the goal. Yep, they'll switch the marker to 3rd down. Him in the first down post buddy will have a close little conversation. My partner's here struggling with a window.
Window's not open.
Handoff right. Ooh, tries to cut the middle, but gets grabbed and taken backwards. Turks, he couldn't find his hole up the middle that time.
All right, so now instead of 4th and 1, it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3.
4th and 3, and I don't think...
So there's only one play I think you could really run on this, and that would be to roll Caden Keeler. Fake. I would fake the ball up the middle, and I would roll to the right.
Roll to the right. Okay, we'll see what they'll do. As they'll take that snap and shotgun, fake handoff left, rolls to the right as if he coached him himself.
He caught
that.
Breck pulls it off.
Oh my goodness! Breck Bush on one knee.
He pulled it off of the ground on that. He pulled it off the ground on that.
He popped the question. The ball said yes, as he's on one knee. That was beautiful.
First and goal for the Turks on the 5-yard line on that. That's the catch of the day. I mean, he literally had to reach down with his shoe top to pull that up.
He was tying his shoe. Just hearing from our producer.
Our producer
hates football, but is very invested, is what she said.
Is it the energy we bring to it, or okay?
Thank you, appreciate it. Always good to hear. I hate sports from one of your sports producers.
I hate sports, but I love our sportscasters.
Always love when Joe Buck says that.
He's gonna roll
out left. Is he gonna go for the touchdown himself?
Touchdown,
walks
Turks
in, puts a little juke at the end just to sauce it up. But Turks taking the lead. A great job there.
So
21 people.
So now, how am I doing on guessing the plays?
Honestly, you may be 100% right now, which is actually incredible.
Well, it's all based on situation, but also how they line up, what I think's been working. I didn't expect Caden to throw the ball there, but I knew he was going to roll to the right, and I did that by looking at where the athletes were. And I saw that Breck was out there to block, so I thought, okay, well, they're coming to the right.
Football is really a chess match where both people have to wait for the right time to throw something out of the blue. But as Kane will roll right, get it past that time, but it's picked off as that ball is going to be blown dead.
I guess you cannot return it in high school.
I did not know that.
That's all right. Turks are now up 14-12.
14-12. That feels a little bit better.
With 6 minutes and 48 seconds. Now they took a good 3 minutes off the clock.
And it was about a 4-minute 4-minute drive.
Yeah, for about a 4-minute drive. So the Turks they're not having any problem with the scoring issue.
No.
I believe that is his second scoring running touchdown of the year and his second throwing touchdown.
I know he had a good game in their first away game.
And that interception, that don't count.
It doesn't count. It didn't even happen.
It's an extra point. It's an extra point, so it doesn't count against his stats.
Didn't even get returned. Only one time in NFL history has a game been lost by a return 2-point conversion.
Oh, I'll tell you, it happened with Auburn and Alabama that one year.
Oh, that field goal. That was It was like 60-yard field goal. Oh, Justin Tucker hit the NFL record field goal.
66 yard. How?
Also,
oh my gosh.
Matthew Prater for the Cardinals attempted a 68, and he got close. And then that one got returned for a touchdown. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Auburn Alabama game was crazy. It wasn't the PAT. It was just a field goal attempt.
It was a field goal attempt.
Because it was like 60 yards.
But he went for a touchdown with it.
Yep.
And I don't know if it was Auburn, Alabama.
It was the kick six. Yep, to win the Iron Bowl, Auburn would go into the national championship.
All right.
I don't remember if they'd win it, but
that's care.
Semantics.
I remember it being on TV.
It was incredible. And
guess what I start doing on Saturday morning? I watch college football all day.
I'll keep up with the games, but anyways, we're in Turk football now, as that's offsides at number 88, Ada Master John.
Well, so for me, I get Friday Night Lights, I get Saturday, I get Sunday NFL, and then I get to come back on Monday, and I get to do TurkPride.tv.
Some JV now.
Get to do some JV action.
I mean, if you really watched all the NFL, you get Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday, all-day Saturday.
I forgot all about
Sunday
Thursday
night and Monday night.
And when I get home tonight, hopefully I'll be some time to watch the Monday night.
Yeah, it's on right now. Cowboys versus Eagles. My sister's watching it. Big Cowboys fan.
Which sister?
Lydia. Claire Sorgen, not a sports fan. Lydia Sorgen, a big sports person, hoping to do something in the sports world, actually, when she graduates.
She can do whatever she puts her mind to.
Oh, yeah. She's got an internship for the state sports. But anyways, Turks' second attempt. Got to watch out about offsides. Can't cross the ball can't cross the line until the ball's been kicked. And that's a great kickoff. Oh, it's gonna stay. It's gonna pick that up.
I'm like, don't pick it up. We've seen that one before.
Oh, but he's finding some space. Able to get taken down.
Oh, that's welcome to the wonderful world of JV football.
That's
actually, we saw that in a varsity game the other night where the Turks got the ball on the 1 yard line from that.
We saw that in I saw that in college sports. Mississippi State did that. I've seen that in real sports where kickoffs are live after the 10-yard line, so it's not an onside kick.
Yeah, after it goes 10 yards, yes.
Turks could pick it up right there. Who's this for? Oh, appreciate it. I love Sprite.
I know you love Sprite.
Do need more sugar after I had a whole Red Bull.
Yeah, no, I'm giving you a Sprite.
Here we go. Whidbey ball. Turks defense will look.
The Turks are going to have to stop this passing game.
Casey Sifferman will be out here right side. He'll have a chance to make a tackle. No, but takes a blocker, and that's 33.
Oh, boy. Number 27's on the ground out there. But you know what? He did what he needed to do. He did get blocked outside, but he turned the play in. Mm-hmm. And then you saw number 33, Mr. Jonathan Van Pelt. I wonder if he's any relation to Shane Van Pelt.
He does. Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Both Catherine Van Pelts are...
oh, well, I know them.
Yeah.
That's our...
Catherine Van Pelt, our cheerleader.
I work with their dad.
And also, Catherine Van Pelt leads our incredible cheer team.
Oh, well, we've got a really good, spirited, talented squad here.
Casey Sifferman goes to the sideline, get looked at. He walked off under his own power, but he did do exactly the right thing.
You know, he did his job, and I realize he's probably over there going, I should have made the tackle. But you know what? You did your job, young man, and that's what it's all about.
Watching the film, the coach will agree with that. It's a handoff given inside.
So this is no first down. This is one of those plays where now if he didn't turn if Casey Sifferman, if he didn't turn that runner in, Van Pelt doesn't make that tackle there. He gets around him. So he turns him into the teeth of the defense. And now we're looking at a third down coming up because they tried to run the ball up the middle after that. Yep. Other than that, they would have been a first down. Do you see the semantics of that?
It changes the game, you know.
And this is why you always hear do your job. Now they're going to pass over the middle.
They got trips right.
Oh,
Pressure
but he's
comes
going to go down.
Sacked. I couldn't see who
well,
we're going to
let's see who's the last one to come up. Number 74.
Monty Edwards, freshman.
A 277-pound freshman.
5'7". Great job there. And
Garth McDicken, wrestling coach, 5'7", 277 pounds. Wrestling. Okay. Monty, if you're watching this on demand, I want to see you out of the wrestling room.
Garth's going to get a call at halftime. He's got a new guy to come scout.
And Caden's leading back for the punt. First punt of the day.
Yeah, we'll see. Snap bounces, but a good punt. Caden. Oh, we'll try to grab it. Drops it. Ball's on the ground, but it looks like Whidbey will come on top of it.
Well, as you hear me say on the varsity broadcast, adventures in punting.
Adventures in punting. That punt, weirdly enough, with the no spin, that's an awkward, almost a little awkward to catch.
So, it's.
He did probably the cardinal sin. I think is probably a punt returning. He didn't try to catch it into his body. He just tried to reach his hands out there. That ball will slip through, on a wet day.
And nobody's beating himself up more than Caden is.
Oh, yeah. You got to try to receive that, chest your friend most of the time.
So, all right.
Here we go. Whidbey,
sweep to the right.
Whidbey will get about a 15-yard gain there. So just as they drew it up, roll to the right there. Deep pass.
Incomplete.
Not able to come down with that one. A good throw, though. A little bit off target.
Landon out there on the defense on that. Mr. Number 11, Landon. Younger brother to Weston.
Landon. Hopefully
Weston.
Hopefully going to give us some kicking adventures as well.
Well, adventures in kicking.
All sorts of adventures. You're doing the literal act of football in JV football. You're getting an adventure, Foot's hitting the ball. You're getting something fun. Here we go. Just 4.5 minutes here.
They're gonna run this. No.
Little drop back shotgun to pass. Good block there by the halfback.
Tried to go back out to the flat again, but this time that was read really quickly by none other than number 10.
It's going to be Breck, is it? No, that's Hunter Tradlin.
Hunter Tradlin.
That was he dropped that pass, but even if he had caught it, he would have hit the deck immediately.
Hunter was right there.
He was right there, and he had two Turks behind him.
Okay, so I'm thinking they're going to go deep on this one.
I think they got 10 yards to go.
They've already got 2 long bomb touchdowns. They're going to go deep.
You got to watch out. Caden's job on corner.
Caden, you have to go back up a little bit.
They got 2 receivers left. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right.
They didn't blitz him, but he's over there to help.
Pressure brought, deep pass. Oh, Caden Keeler not able to get his hands on it, but
just enough. So I told you they were going to go deep. Punt team coming back out again.
Got some more adventures in punting.
So for me, you know what? They're going to punt here, right? Why are you even going to send anybody back? Unless they're going to they're not going to punt it. This is JV football. They're not going to punt it to the 5-yard line.
They're not coffin cornering you or anything right now.
So
it's going to be a timeout, I think it looks like, from Whidbey. And maybe they'll be reconsidering their punt.
Well, I hate punting. I rarely, when I play Madden, I rarely do it when I play Madden.
There's a coach who his philosophy, he never punts.
Presbyterian.
Presbyterian, yeah. Presbyterian, yeah. High school coach who's success. They're 2-2 right now. They recently had a 72-0 loss. But that one wasn't really his fault. But yeah, an interesting strategy for sure.
But here's the deal. You're that overmatched. So if you're going to lose the game 72-0, sure. What were you going to lose if you didn't punt? Maybe you'd lose it 50-0.
50-7 or something. Maybe you're going for it on 4th.
I get it. I fully get it. Now, if I'm on the 10-yard line, I'm thinking, well, and if I don't have a punter and I don't practice it,
They actually tried one punt that game. They grabbed it, punted off their offensive lineman for a safety. So that's why they don't punt. Probably guy didn't even know he was a punter until he got told to.
So they're not going to punt.
No, they're going to come out. Caden Keeler, you got to watch. Caden Keeler corners got to make sure they don't get burned because that play almost was catastrophic.
He's going to go the other way.
Goes left, 1-on-1. He comes down with it that time, and Turks not able to make the tackle. As timeout pays dividends.
Brady Haim on the defense on that. Well, I don't even. That looks like a 99 to me.
It does look like a 9. It's an 89.
It's an 89. So there you go.
Not quite probably how the Turks drew it up in their timeouts.
Well, these adventures in punting. But the good news is, the Turks can get the ball, and they can go down, and they can tie the game or take the lead.
Yes, they can.
They keep them stuck here.
4:18 left. They'll be down by either 4 or 6, depending on the.
And they get the ball. They get the ball to start the second half. And there's already been three turnovers on this game.
Yes, there has to. Boys back, pass in, tipped. Great denial there by Ken Keeler. That was going to get tipped right into the hands of Whidbey.
That's a big. When you're looking at it, I mean, that's a 4-point game now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big point. That's a big turning point of the game. Because now instead of going down and say they go down and they score and they don't get the 2-point conversion, you're tied. Now you can go down. You can be up by 4.
It's even the big thing over time. You keep scoring touchdowns. Turks keep getting the 2. They'll create themselves up a big enough lead.
And I can guarantee you, there's no field goals that's going to happen in this game.
No 66-yarders coming out this time.
No 10-yarders coming out at this time. So.
Turks hit enough those 2-point conversions though. They'll get themselves ahead enough where can build themselves a 2-touchdown lead.
Well, they've got to be able to make the stop on defense, and the turnover there is costly. Okay, but everybody makes mistakes. Like you said, Caden is mentally tough.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be fine. He's probably beaten himself enough about it. But he's played enough football.
Oh yeah, played enough sports in general.
And, the moment, this is JV Mondays, the moment, even if it was JV Varsity Fridays, the moment is not too big for him.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who one of my favorite players is?
Boy, I know exactly what you're talking about. Names eluded me.
Yeah.
Also like Troy Polamalu, that's not right.
Yeah, it would probably be number one. Well, I tell you what, the Van Pelt,
The Van Pelts have done very well.
The Jonathan Van Pelt out there has been doing a really good job, and I've been very impressed with Breck Bush.
Yes, he's had a great game as well. As here we go, kickoff for Whidbey. I'll go decently deep. That one returned cleanly this time. Oh, finds himself a little bit of space. Still fighting. Good little return there.
He brings it up to the 40-yard line, Mr. Landon.
Recognize he fought for, got to be happy fighting for every yard. No give up at all. Slipped through the first 2 guys, then eventually got wrapped up. Threw him off for a second, but then the Whidbey reinforcements got there to clean him up.
All right, so I'm impressed. I'm impressed with a lot of what I'm seeing today.
Yes.
And there's some things that need to be cleaned up and some help over the middle. We need to get help for our corners.
Probably run to the right here, you think?
A shotgun,
handoff.
Mr. Van Pelt again.
He loves to take that cut up the middle.
Well,
it could be the draw.
His decision, when you talk about being a north-south runner, he makes his cut, he finds his hole, he makes his cut, and he hits it.
Mm-hmm.
And so he got 4 or 5 yards. If he doesn't take the time to jiggle and dance and this isn't Dancing with the Stars. Mm-hmm. He hits the hole and he gets you 3-4 yards.
Yep.
And in a football game, that's important. Getting 4 yards on first down is important.
Oh yeah.
And until they stop him, okay, there's no way that I want to do anything different. But
that was great.
Okay.
Great Jim Brown, I think, said. Just keep running. Keep running
once
until
again,
they stop me.
Now, you have to give some credit, though, to a couple things here. Your offensive linemen are giving him a hole to go through. So the Turks as you've been watching this game, the Turks have been slowly taking control of the trenches.
Yes.
On offense and on defense.
They've done a very good job on defense for sure.
Because Whidbey's had to rely on
the scramble
or the rollouts in order to get the ball downfield. So the Turk linemen have been doing a fantastic job on this first half.
They have indeed. a great job, a great future. As we're not always the biggest school out here in terms of linemen, but here we go. We got to scramble, look for 88, dump it off, gets it toes in, try to fight, gets taken out of bounds, but a great job there.
How often at the high school level, at the varsity level, do you see touch on a pass like that?
Not all the time, you know.
Okay, not even at the varsity level. This is why you just love what you see there. He just right over the defender. Now he learned from the last time he did it. He tried to force it in. This time he went over his head. So he went over the sidelines. Last time, you know, when they threw the pick on the extra point play.
Learning adaptability. Big things. Will be another handoff. This one will go for another 5-6 there.
So, boom, 233. Go up, run the ball. Go up, run the ball. Okay, mix in the pass occasionally, and so now I want if you watch the defensive linemen, what are they starting to do over there?
Starting to tire.
You see them with their
hands are on the knees right now.
And I told you earlier, what did I say? Was at the end of the game, the game's
better conditioned team.
The better conditioned team.
Or the worst conditioned team. You phrased it weirdly, but I got what you were saying. Here we go once again. I bet another run here, you think? Yep, that one a good cut again.
Oh, that's a nice cut.
That was beautiful. That Whidbey had a tackler coming straight for him.
First down for the Turks.
And we'll hit is 2-minute warning a thing in high school?
No.
It's not in college as
no,
well, I know.
But in high school
and
in college, when you get a first down,
until ball set chains removed.
Yeah. So you get a few seconds, but the Turks are they're on the 21-yard line. Right now, they've still got 2 timeouts.
21. They're on the 16, I believe.
They're on the 16. They've still got 2 timeouts, and they're running. They're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop. I'm going to run it again.
Let's see. About the same formation. Maybe receivers a little bit different, but this time it'll be fake. Caden Keeler will take the ball. He's got his man beat.
Just go with
cuts
that.
Inside,
go with that.
Gets hit again, but will just go down. He's close to the first, if he doesn't have it.
So nobody was open,
Mm-hmm.
and he for a brief moment in the left side of the end zone, the receiver was open. So now we got second down, but we still have 2 timeouts.
Yep, you can just make sure. At this point, make sure Whidbey doesn't have enough time, but you can take all the time in the world.
And they can still get a first. Oh, I don't even. Yeah, they can still get a first down here on the 1-yard line.
If they get a short run, because they'll put them within the 5.
But I have a feeling that Mr. Van Pelt's going to run this up the middle and score a touchdown on this.
No one on that field's thinking, good, let's pick up the first down right now. Here we go, cuts inside, slips off the first tackler. He's fighting for it. I think Whidbey brings him down eventually.
But he gets the first down. Now we're going to get a timeout.
Coach screaming for the timeout.
Yeah, they should still have another one.
Did they? Wouldn't they even call the first one? I don't remember them calling the first one.
I don't. It doesn't tell me.
Timeouts up there.
Doesn't tell me timeouts. So they're on the 4.
Are you looking at the quarter number there?
No, it doesn't tell me timeouts.
No, it doesn't. Because I know Whidbey called one before their punt, and one other one was called before that. I'm not quite sure who called it.
I don't think the Turks have called any timeouts. They've at least got one more timeout. So if they've got 2 timeouts, everything's on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Here on the 4-yard line, everything's on the table. I don't want to throw the ball here.
No, you for sure don't want to.
Okay. Now this does give their defensive linemen a chance to rest up a little bit. So you might want to try a roll to the left or even a roll to the right on this. But because of the shrinking of the field, your windows are shorter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we go.
But here we go anyways. Set up. Do you have a halfback back with there? I think so. I think he's I just can't see him. Jet sweep. Handoff will actually happen. He's got himself a ton of room. Able to break the first tackle. Can he fight his way in? And
touchdown.
Hands are raised.
Touchdown Turks!
Let's go. What refs were indecisive if he got it for a second.
They were just delayed.
Mm-hmm.
They were just delayed a little bit.
But a beautiful job from the Turks. Hit the sweep. And now just 27 seconds left on the play clock. Turks will try to make it a 4-point lead.
But either way you look at it, the Turks are going. I mean, this is for me. This is a big 2-point conversion coming up. Okay, you go into the break up by 4, and then you get the ball and you go down and you score a touchdown. You're going to be up by at least 10 if you get it here. Worst case scenario, you're only up.
So here we go. Worst case scenario, they don't have a lead.
Van Pelt was just
That one, he just, I mean, I say dancing. He just walked in pretty almost.
He there was so much daylight there for him.
He's done a great job. What?
So now with 27 seconds to go, there's a couple of things here that your defensive backs, you've got to take your better athletes and say, nobody gets behind you. They better be standing at the 15 yards back, and you wait till the throw comes. Okay, because you've got to try to get the ball deep. You've got to get it as deep as you can, and make them run some of the clock out. And there's no way that team over there is going to take a knee to go into halftime.
No, they're going. They're going for it.
So I was watching a 30 for 30.
Oh, those are always real good, yeah.
And there is a JV football coach in California called Prospect High School.
Okay.
He was born without any arms and any legs.
Oh.
It was one of the. I was literally in tears watching this thing. It was so inspirational, and their team made it all the way. They only lost 2 games the whole year. They almost went 9-1. They lost their first game and they lost their last game by like at the last second. I mean, they had the ball, they could have won, and they just came up a little short. And that was one of the most inspirational things that I have seen in a long, long time. Well, that's
good tackle.
Oh, I'm surprised that any laundry didn't come out of that one.
Yeah, he realized his mistake immediately, that he didn't need to slam him that hard. I saw a game as well. Maybe it was Texas.
So
it was 24-7 with a minute left, and the team who had 7 came back and won it.
So here, I'm taking Van. This is just me. They're not going to do it. But in this situation,
if you were the coach,
I'm putting Caden Keeler on number 6.
Yes.
And I'm taking Van Pelt and I'm putting him on their other receiver on the other end. And I'm telling the other two, I'm putting 2 safeties back. I'm taking the other 2 corners about their play and says, you don't let anything get over the middle. You take it here, nothing gets by you. And those guys need to be 20 yards back. And you make those two of your best athletes, you make them cover. Because I guarantee you those 2 guys can keep up with them.
Yep. I think the other. Oh boy, what did I want to say? The other problem with number 6.
Now that may send a message to the other corners. The coach doesn't think I'm good enough. Well, that's not what we're saying here. Okay. But all right, so we've got Landon at one corner, and we've got Brady on the other.
I think you got to watch. The problem with number 6 is he's got some significant height over our other ones. 3 deep, he'll look deep. That's going to be he'll get the pick. No flag. South Whidbey's looking for it.
Yeah, well, I think they may have, with 11 seconds to go, that gives the Turks a chance to throw one deep. Yeah. And at this, on the 40-yard line, yeah, go ahead and let's do it. I'm surprised now, unless they thought the ball wasn't catchable. I'm surprised I didn't see any laundry there.
I agree. Here's the thing. I don't even know much. I obviously don't know as much, but I thought immediately his hands were a little grabby.
Well, I just thought he just got in the way. But so I'd probably have a flag thrown at me if I was the opposing coach right now. But that being said, they didn't call it, so Hashtag Turks first.
Hashtag Turks first. Refs feeling it. Feeling the power. 218, Kane Killer will roll out. Get some power under that. Does he have enough to get the touchdown? It's a little too far over.
Oh, he was almost there.
But, I mean, you can't be too upset with that.
No. Matthew Agnew was in the vicinity, and that was a beautiful ball.
It was a well-thrown ball. Put it right over. If he would have had that man, if he would have been a step or two farther, that would have been perfect where only he could have caught it. 24 watching. 25 watching right now. Hello, hello. Make sure to hit that like button and that
20.
subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
And football. Oh, we already looked at all this. All right, there'll be a timeout here for someone.
Probably the Turks.
Yep. I assume which way do they point? When they're pointing, which way do they point?
Well, they point to whichever. If the Turks are on the left, if they point left, it's for the Turks.
I believe maybe in a Whidbey timeout then.
Huh?
He pointed right. He pointed, towards the end zone
Huh?
we're driving to, which probably makes sense.
Well, in this instance, he needs to call a timeout.
Yeah, they that throw, his corners were almost burnt, and that would have been catastrophic for Whidbey had that last pass been caught. For what Turks would have had another touchdown lead and got the ball going into half.
Yeah.
The sky
That's
is dark.
pretty-
The sky's dark in here.
The sky is dark.
The skies are
The
darkening.
skies are darkening a little bit.
They are. I don't think it was a lighting problem in here why the skies were darkening. I think it's more of a cloud thing and a sunset thing, an earth tilt. But left hash, 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Presumably the last
Oh,
play.
he's got. See, he took all his top athletes and he's putting them all deep.
Yeah, this is Caden Keeler. Ooh, won't have much time. Able to escape the first guy, though. Will chuck one up. That one caught, but no time left on the clock, unfortunately.
Landon with the reception there at the 10-yard
gets
line,
it.
but doesn't quite bring it home.
No, he...
So we are at halftime. I don't know how much time we have. 10 minutes for halftime, I believe.
I've got to go. I'll go take a break, you know.
We're going to take a break here on TurkPride.tv, and we will be back and bringing you the second half. We have a great football game here.
Oh, we have a wonderful football game.
We've got our great producers and camera people here with us today, and I appreciate them being here.
And when you come back, we'll see a Whidbey kickoff. We'll have
Yeah,
football.
Windmill Express will kick off coming up.
15, isn't it?
Have a great time. Hello,
There we go.
Hello, hello. Oh yeah, I muted you here.
Oh, you muted me there.
Yeah. Well, you know, we got a couple of mute buttons here. Is
Seth tried to mute me, everybody.
halftime winds down. If you don't need enough money, we'll mute anyone. You know.
Yeah, you know what? That's all
If
right.
you tell me to stop talking, I won't. But if you give that with like $100 donation, may consider it.
Well, I still hold the record for the most donations in a game. So
Oh, hold on to that tightly. Oh, hopefully it'll be passed.
that's
I'd
all
love for
good.
you to have the record. It's one of those records. Love for it to be broken.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. Turks huddle up.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, go down and hit that little money thing underneath the chat button. Donate to TurkPride.tv. Every dollar helps. We've got a really cool thing brewing right now. We've got a camera that automatically follows the action for soccer coming.
Soccer. Does it do it for football?
It won't.
Do it for football
Yeah,
yet?
well, I don't think we'll do it for football because there's just too much going on. But for soccer, it'll be able to follow the ball around, and
We have that. If you've ever watched any of our gym sports,
Yep.
we have a camera that does that. And
it does that for
it does
volleyball
a
and for
very good
basketball. Won't do it for wrestling, but hey, it's okay.
job. There's no ball in wrestling, and it probably struggles with that. It likes to pick. It picks out the ball really, and it's hard to pick out in wrestling what it really should be.
What is the ball?
Also,
Yeah.
it's normally a still camera in wrestling, so you don't.
Yeah.
It's not as hard of a job. But is to say though,
Well,
famous camera movement in that gym were almost one of the highlights of the year. Cut cut to the mat. I think it was you and my brother Nicholas.
Yep.
Made a great call for one of those matches.
Some close-ups, and things like that. That was a cameraman extraordinaire, Jason Atkinson, on the camera.
Oh, was
on
it?
That. Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
I don't remember the clip, but I know you got, it was one of the better clips Turk Pride has produced out of the mini greats.
Oh, these kids bring us lots and lots. I'm having an absolute ball tonight.
It's great. Monday Night Lights now as
It's dark enough.
The less forgotten sequel to Friday Night Lights. It's 22-18. Loud phone calls happening in this booth as we get ready for the kickoff to start the second half. 4-point lead for the Turks. And here we go. Squibbed down the middle. Grabbed on easily there by number 11. Oh, but he gets taken down.
So as Landon gets older, he'll learn that he made his cut a little too soon.
Did he?
Yeah, and you'll learn. I did the same thing when I was a kick returner. I like to get to the sidelines as quick as possible. Well, after a few film sessions and sitting with my coach, he says, look, there's this hole here, there's this hole here, there's this hole here. I'm like, yeah.
Wow, there is.
Everybody knows I'm going to the sidelines. If I don't go to the sidelines, maybe I'll get around it.
It's weird. It's when you tell everyone what you're going to do with your body language, it's almost like they're going to know.
I'm really enjoying watching Landon play today. This has been a lot of fun.
Turks will have two wide receivers right, halfback as well. Back to Jonathan, who solid 3-4 yards as always.
Now, that play there, bobbled snap.
Yes.
And the play still goes for 4 yards.
4 yards. Just a great recovery. Kane Keeler able to recover, easily able to get the handoff to Jonathan.
And Jonathan hits the hole. Now, Jonathan's been playing football since before. I think he started playing football before he was born.
Oh, the scoreboard is real bad.
As we get
apologize for the
darker?
scoreboard. Yeah, maybe it'll equalize out. If not, we'll talk to Dave Moon about that. So we'll try to keep you up with times.
There he goes.
Is that Jonathan again? Whoa.
So we put a new camera just on the scoreboard tonight, and we turned the lights on, and now we can't see this. Now that the lights have been turned on, now we can't see the scoreboard as well.
As the
I need to take a look at that.
As the brightness has increased, it's gotten bright. Because it's so dark around.
We may have to put some lights onto the scoreboard and see what happens with it. Take a look at it here. Oh, that's really hard. That's really hard to see.
In the booth up there, I'm sure we'll get it figured out eventually. That's a Dave Moon thing as well.
Yeah.
Or it's a producer thing. But here we go, another cut. Cuts left, cuts right, trucks a man and gets about 9 there.
Okay, so now we've got Van Pelt to the left, Van Pelt to the right, and a cloud of dust. We got Van Pelt there, Van Pelt here, Van Pelt there, Van Pelt everywhere. At this point in time in the third quarter, there's no reason to stop doing it. Unless he needs a breather,
He's making them Dr. Seuss there. Oh, Van Pelt's there. He's here. He's there. He's everywhere.
And then that's when you fake it to him, and then you go deep. But we'll see.
Eventually, it forces more of a run commit, and that's when you open up your wide receivers. They go again. Finally, Whidbey able to make a stop there.
Well, he was starting to get a little tired. It looked like, and so his cut wasn't as.
No, he didn't have quite the Jonathan cut as he's been having. As wise words from my father. It reminded me of my father when my father used to say, "It doesn't." As their coach said, "You don't have to win, but don't lose."
Yeah.
My father. That's what my father used to say. Doesn't matter if you win or lose, just don't lose.
I can see your dad saying.
Oh yeah, or he said, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you lose. You're just not eating if you do. It was a good father. Great father.
He's a good man.
Yeah, anyway, obviously not true. But anyways, fake the handoff rollout. He's got pressure on him, Kane Keeler, but he's a little bit too quick to that. Bullet pass. Oh, dropped.
Yeah, you know what? It just a little bit too much on it. He could have got that first down if he had ran for it.
Yeah, I think he could have as well.
And my oldest boy, he played JV quarterback for a season here, and I used to get on him a little bit on the way home. Why didn't you just take off? He says, "That's not my job. My job's to distribute, Dad." And just like, okay, but you could have got the first down.
You could have distributed the team another first down, but
And that's all right. That's okay. That's all right. You know, I'm thinking they think that we're gonna throw on this.
And well, we'll flip. We will. Is that one able to get to it? Oh, it's slightly too high. Intercepted by South Whidbey.
Well, on fourth down from there, that's not,
Oh, was that fourth? I didn't even realize it was fourth.
yeah. But we've got a flag down here, and that's probably going to pick that up. That's against the Turks.
Oh, it's going to be
Illegal.
illegal man downfield.
That's going to be declined, and so that'll be first down for. That'll be first down for South Whidbey.
Whidbey.
So that didn't quite go as planned.
No, I heard Coach Bush yelling about going downfield. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, legal man downfield on the pass.
Weird, you can't just send everyone downfield. But anyways, Whidbey ball down by 4. Turks.
Those poor linemen, they didn't get to go off the field.
They're looking at the other one who went illegally downfield. I'm like, come on, man. Snapped. It would be pitch right, but there's number 31. Ooh, gets blocked, but the rest of the Turks come in for the save. 81, Luke Buckman.
Well, now 31. It was Matthew Agnew was the corner on that, and he did a good job.
He did a great job
turning it up. Yes, he got blocked, but he turned it up, and that's what you're supposed to do. Is the end on that.
Yes.
So we got a little bit of a barn burner going on here, folks.
Oh yeah, I saw. This is already more than I expected when I signed up for this. As whistles blown, and we're gonna see a timeout. Towards South Whidbey. Well, timeout burned. Can't be too upset if your Turks get a timeout 4 minutes in.
Nothing wrong with that.
Whidbey just not liking what they're up against, maybe. So check the halftime. Cowboys winning. Cowboys and Eagles playing. Everyone loses.
What's the score?
20 to 7 halftime.
20 to 7 at halftime. Cowboys are up.
Yep. I mean, everyone loses though because they have to watch the Cowboys and Eagles play.
Yeah.
I mean, good rivalry. Probably not great football though.
Oh boy. I am not talking about other people's teams right now.
My father a Cowboys fan, of course.
I am not. No, there's a whole lot of people out there and a whole lot of opinions. All I know is I love my Seahawks, and I will always love them.
Well, we can talk about something less controversial, about politics.
No thanks. I think people would be less enthusiastic, less emotional if it was about politics. Rather than talking about how much our quarterback makes.
Well, anyways, Caden Keeler makes none. He's out here doing it for free and for the fun. Maybe not the quarterback you were referring to. It's going to be a cut right side, and Caden Keeler going to fight. Can he hold him?
He's going to get the first down, but Caden Keeler with another tackle there.
I mean, great fight from Caden Keeler, from both of those boys, just pushing. Also, we had a Buckman in chat saying, attaboy Luke. His son made a tackle a little bit earlier. Great job. Glad you're watching as well. Luke Buckman, 81, is who
they're watching. That's good.
I think his dad's or something.
Well, I'm glad we can bring it to you here. That's and for me the motto is bringing families together through high school sports broadcasts. We're all over the country and sometimes all over the world here on TurkPride.tv.
Oh yeah, we've had people from across the from different countries watch. We've had people in Thailand, I think.
Yes, we have.
Families.
There he goes.
Here we go.
That's that direct snap again.
Good run over there, but Turks able to stop him before the first.
He's going to be real close though. So now they're going to start running the ball. They're going to soften up. They're going to what I call soften up the middle a little bit. Then they're going to go over the top here when they get in trouble. But they've got to key on that, and when they see a direct snap to 21, you got to go get him. I like that play though.
Back, choked my Sprite a little bit. Forgot how to drink. Happens occasionally. Anyway, I formation. They got.
They're going to throw the ball to the right this time. They're going deeper on this play.
Nope. Go to fullback.
Well, I was wrong. Thank goodness.
Take that down.
That a kid.
great job. The Turk defensive line has been incredible. Shout out to all of them.
Well, the line play on both sides of the ball has been very good for the Turks today. I've been very, very impressed with the line play.
When I see number 70 there, Jacob Betting, 74, Monty Edwards, both freshmen there on the line, both doing good. Doing incredible. Look it down. Get ready.
Oh, here he goes. He's taken off to the right.
Here we go. We'll go deep this time. Ball's in the air. That's anyone's ball. Almost caught.
So, nice job that time by number 89.
Didn't get two hands.
Brady Heim. And he, at the last second, he just reached up and tapped the ball. He looked back for the ball and went and got it. So, nice job not getting a pass interference penalty on that, and a nice job. So he's learning. He's staying back. Now, the quarterback did not throw. He threw. That was a moon. That was a moon shot. That was a moon shot. It was up there for a long time, and that only works if you're moonshotting it beyond the defenders.
Yes. I think it was handsy, but it was you got to keep it equally handsy between the wide receiver and the corner. But even then, sometimes corners will get the short end of that stick. But third down,
got to shorten up a little bit. There he comes.
He'll look for those trips right again. He'll roll out right though. He thinks he's got the space. Can number 10 stop him?
He does.
Great job.
3rd and 4 coming up there. 4th down coming up. 4th and 4.
I don't know what's there, but Hunter Tradlener. He realized he had the angle. He had to cut him off sharp enough so he couldn't get the first.
3rd and 2 coming up, or 4th and 2 probably.
Perfect job by Tradlener cutting him off before he's to the first.
Good angle to the ball.
I think that's been the other Turks' biggest thing. They haven't been able to take the best angles when he's rolled out.
Well, 4th and 3. Yeah, about a 4th and 3.
It's fourth.
So you really have no choice on this. You have to blitz the corners on this. Mm-hmm. You have to blitz both corners. You've got to get your outside linebackers and blitz both corners, and then tell your safety he's got to cover the middle, because they're probably going to throw the ball into the right flat on this play.
Here we go.
Nope, they're going to come over to the left flat.
They'll go outside. That one's broken up by the Turks.
Hey!
Hunter. No, that's all right. That's Landon. Landon.
The athlete known as Landon goes up and reads that and gives the ball back to the Turks. I only got a little bit excited.
I knew you heard excited, so I figured it had to be one of your boys. It's not
they're all my young men. I like them all.
And
this is for Landon.
You've been on the Landon hype train here so far.
I'm on everybody's hype train.
On the Turk. Actually, during volleyball, I joined the Cedar Crest hype train for a minute.
No, I haven't seen Casey Sifferman back out on the field since he left. I'm hoping that's not over him with crutches.
I think it may be, but hopefully he's okay.
Darn it.
Considering he walked off initially, I'm sure maybe it's just pulled, twisted. Hopefully he'll be fine.
Oh,
He'll be a
quarterback keeper.
He's found room, and he's found a first.
So I want to see more of that.
That's for sure. Another round of applause.
I want to see more of that.
That was perfect. Perfect for
they're keying on Van Pelt, and all of a sudden Keeler says, "It's my turn."
Yeah. I mean, if you're a defender subconsciously, you're just watching Van Pelt, and then he doesn't have the football, and where's the football? Okay, and Keeler, he's already 3 yards past me. The read option on that is just going to be there because that one's low. Good recovery. He'll fake. Well, he won't fake one. Maybe he'll eventually get taken down.
that was because he just didn't get a chance to finish the play.
Ooh, well down.
He's all right.
I think he just actually tripped, I guess.
He's going to be all right. And he just did it, the play before. So you go back to that well and you do it again. So we have Coach Garth McDicken over there giving him the play.
Garth McDicken, football coach, and also wrestling scout right now, I'm sure.
And also softball coach.
Probably not softball scouting over there, though.
No, when he's not. No.
There's one girl though. Maybe he can convince her.
Yeah, well, I would hope so.
I was hoping she.
All right, so Want to make third down manageable here, so I don't want to throw the ball here. I want a good run.
You want a solid run, but here's thing. I know, not really. But they'll dump it
There
off
he goes.
to Jonathan, and he'll fight plenty there.
He's still going.
Oh, is he still going?
He's still going down to the 30-yard line.
Beautiful.
Van Pelt pelting him away.
Oh, let me watch that. I'll be honest. I looked away. I thought he went down. I thought a knee hit. Well, I mean, it didn't. It got nowhere close.
So these guys are
Beautiful.
These guys are starting to get the varsity energy from me.
They're
I tell you
they're
what.
bringing it out. Yeah, well, beautiful. He just kept fighting. No stop. Thanks for 4 likes. Thank you. Turk Pride's gotten up to
How we doing? How many we got?
We got 18 people watching.
18 people watching.
1.25 thousand subscribers.
1.2.
Around 1,250. We got it in between 18 and 22.
Did we got 4 more tonight? I think.
4 more thumbs up at least.
4 more thumbs
It's
up.
always great. Helps more people see.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you. Go down. See that little dollar sign underneath the community underneath the chat button? That's called the super chat. You can go down and make a donation to TurkPride.tv. We are always looking for donations, but we also have our great sponsors here at TurkPride.tv.
Windmill Espresso,
Windmills-
PJ's Pumpkin Hatch, Mountain View Diner,
Moss Defender.
Moss Defenders, Invara Pharmacy, the Sultan Pharmacy, Vic's Burger Shack.
Vic's Burger
I
Shack.
mean, gotta say Windmill Espresso, obviously bringing an OG sponsor.
Monster. Timber Monster.
Are they a sponsor?
They are.
Are they officially a sponsor now?
Well, they've sponsored our JV, our Jamboree this
I know
year.
they sponsored the Jamboree.
Well, they get a shout out
They,
anyway.
they let the Jamboree happen. You're still a great business in Sultan.
There he goes again.
You know, cut off with so much room. I mean, you can see that room from a mile.
Oh, ball
Ball's on the
comes out.
ground. Who's gonna? It looks like Whidbey will probably dive on.
You can't. Yeah, Whidbey's going to jump on it. You cannot recover your own football in the end zone. So that might come back out to the 20. We'll see. Depends on where he recovered it from. That's too bad. The Turks did a really good job of getting the ball down there.
Yeah, sports med team going over to help Whidbey. That's good, but Whidbey will be pinned. I guess.
No, I think the ball's going to come out to the 20
I don't think they made it that far.
unless he recovered it.
He got it. He got it down there.
He's on the 1 foot line.
Yeah, he is. He
Okay.
did not make it.
So if you fumble the ball forward into your own end zone, you cannot recover it.
Yeah, it goes defense. Yeah.
And it also goes back to where you fumbled it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. After famous play of fumbling, fumbling forward, eventually got banned from the NFL. Some controversy.
Oh, their quarterback's the one over there trying to get himself back into.
And we'll have to thank Marshall Buckman, $5. Thank you so much, Marshall.
Thank you, Marshall, for your donation to TurkPride.tv.
You can see we got producers here. Go straight to them. I mean, shout out then to Luke Buckman. He's had himself a good game. He's got himself a shout out a couple of times as that ball gets stuffed. Thank you so much for being a supporter. Called us number 1.
So looking back, have you watched the evolution of the defense throughout the game?
A little. I mean, probably not. I caught up the intricacies. I'm sure.
The small things, like Landon going, okay, this is what they're going to do here.
Cutting off that corner.
And cutting off that pass. That's learning throughout the game. Now, if man had gone deep, but they had called that to the flat. There were actually 2 guys in the flat. So maybe their receiver needed to go deep, and they needed to do it to the slot receiver into the flat.
That scramble has been less effective. Finally, the corners are taking away the angles.
Right, and a lot of that is play calling, and a lot of that has to do with the maturing as time goes on.
And it's a minute 30 left here. 22-18. Ball, I can see it going left. Turks able to get out there. Great job, Turks. So we'll stop it 3rd and 6 about there. 3rd, 6 or
That's
7.
Nice job stringing it out. Did you get to see who that masked man was?
No, I didn't. I want to say it was in the 80s, but that could be not right.
Well, you can never go wrong by doing 81 or 88 in that situation.
We'll say it was Luke Buckman.
Well, yeah.
For the $5, we'll say Luke Buckman. I mean, he's a corner. He's probably out there. He's been playing that left side.
That's probably him then.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we've had.
Sorry, my eyesight. My eyesight
it's
is
just too far.
when I get my monitors that zoom in on everything. When we get the TurkPride.tv, Turk Pride Tower all done. You know.
It'll be a timeout. Well, yeah, we've had after Sifferman went out, we've had Bauer play closer to us. We've had Brady Hain been out there, and then Luke Buckman's also been out there on that far side from us.
Yep. So good stuff. When Seth, I just want to let you know what an honor it is for me to be here bringing this game.
I'm glad you're here.
Bringing this game to these guys today. I've always felt like the JV and the C teams have always been a little shortchanged when it comes to TurkPride.tv, and so I always want to do them, but I've never had enough producers. Well, we got more than enough producers tonight.
We have a gluttony of producers today.
And we've got Skylar on the. Skylar is our executive producer today. She's doing a bang up job.
She's being mentored by Brandy. Brandy,
who's eating pizza.
We got Draven. We got Draven up here doing a camera. We had Alec doing a camera, and we have another Katrina. Are you Katrina Larson?
Katrina
Larson.
Katrina's in the house, everybody.
Katrina Larson, also here.
All right, big play. Third and 5 coming up on the 5-yard line for South Whidbey. Down by 4. 1:22 left to go here in this third period.
For all the scoring, we're at a pointless third quarter
nice
so far.
Read by the Turks.
Eat it up.
Oh, and fourth down coming up now.
Big dog pile. I don't think he fumbled, but there's a huge dog pile. Refs.
Well, there's a bunch of people. There's some people that might be. So.
I think he's just down. I don't think they called a fumble or anything. But
no, he's down, but he lost some yardage. So now it's fourth and 7.
Is the problem? Do we get more adventures in punting?
I would almost you almost have to punt here.
Yeah, because a success is great, but a failure is almost a guaranteed run-in touchdown.
But you don't want to give them the ball on the 5-yard. Oh,
I'll be a flag. Are we gonna have a false start?
Maybe the Turks were. Let's see what we got going.
Well,
here.
play doesn't stop if the Turks are offside, unless they jump before the ball's hiked.
Right. So that's normally the case, but I found in the NFL that's not always the case.
Mm-hmm. It just depends on how early they catch them.
Yeah. So half the distance to the goal line. Thank you very much.
So now,
for our South Whidbey fans that are out there watching, if there are any, I am unabashedly a homer. Mm-hmm. But welcome to the broadcast, and I hope that the boys get home safe, and that they're healthy.
We got a couple of questions. I'm glad McClure were able to provide you.
That's a terrible punt.
Oh, it's 22-18 for you, Hunter Jones. Yeah, sorry, the scoreboard. We're aware the scoreboard's real blurry. We will, before this gets brought to you on Friday nights.
Yeah, this was our test. This was our test of our new camera for our scoreboard.
It's new scoreboard. We'll work out all the flaws. This is literally the first time it's been run. It worked great at the start, but now it's actually unreadably blurry.
So we may actually get through this whole third quarter without any scoring.
We may, and also thank you, Faith Jursvik. Appreciate it. Appreciate the
Thanks
support.
for answering all the questions there.
Of course. I check occasionally. We actually had 4 that time.
Yeah. All right.
So here we go. I didn't even think this game was going to happen because it was raining so bad, but it's been great weather for us now. So here we'll have a motion right. Keeler will keep it. He'll cut left. Oh, he's going backwards, but he cuts back forwards. And
he's going to be
trudges.
He's going to get 9 yards on that.
And that should take our clock down all the way. And we'll see a scoreless third.
Well, after all that scoring in the first half.
After each team seemed almost...
After 40 points of scoring in the first half.
Did we even get a turnover?
We did not get a turnover.
After turnover...
But we had the fumble.
Yeah, we did have the fumble.
Fumble at the goal line, near the goal line, by the Turks.
We did have the fumble, but no scoring. Good defense as Whidbey forces a fumble, and then the Turks hold strong at the goal line, the opposing goal line.
All right, so now we got to go set the ball. He didn't get as many yards as I thought he did on that. Going to be
not?
2nd and 5 coming up.
2nd and 5. Oh, well, I really thought he got a lot too. The depth perception.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
We'll get everything set
We're
up.
up here in our Turk Pride Tower, and we love it.
They set up some as they refer to TikTok lights, as you refer to them, very popularized by TikTok. But we haven't set up much else other than that. Oh, we got binoculars up here. Oh, these get here.
I've been using them.
Oh, okay. Well, nice.
I have bad eyesight, everybody.
These are real good binoculars. I had to use them for a 3-on-3 tournament when we did that.
The one year they had the blue shirts and they had gray numbers on it, and I couldn't read them. And I was so glad when those finally went away and we went back to the white numbers on the Turk blue. And now, mind you, this is a very momentous occasion for TurkPride.tv. This is our first JV football game that we've brought you.
Michelle Shepard, we would love to know Falcons' names, but we weren't sent anything. We didn't find anything online.
We went and we searched, and we apologize to you. If I had a roster in front of me, I would be
we would be
acknowledging these great players. If you know these kids' numbers and names, if you want to tell us a couple of them, we're more than happy to go with it.
As here we go. Oh, cut outside in that. Can he get it to the goal line?
Almost there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'd love to, but
Hunter Trailer.
If you ever come back, you tell your coaches, email it to Dave Moon, and you could print up your own list to Dave Moon. He'll get it printed for us.
And this is the first time that we've ever done a JV football game. I really don't think the JV football coaches sent an email out.
Also that information you can normally find varsity online. JV is.
And you know what? I'm actually using the varsity roster
we actually don't even. We have the Turk name. We don't even have some of these Turk names because we only have a varsity roster. So here we go. 1st and goal. Handoff. Jonathan up the middle, punches it in.
Van Pelt.
And the Turks will give themselves a 2-score lead here.
Touchdown Turks. 10-10 now. 2-point conversion coming up. Come on, let's let Landon kick one.
I say kick. 11 point. Being up 11 provides you almost no benefit as much as being You got to just go for 2. You don't have a field goal kicker at this point in time. Yeah, you're not expecting for them to kick a game tying field goal later in the game. So
no, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. Going for 2 is the right thing to do here.
So here we go. Line up. They love this single halfback set to the left. This jet sweep again. Number 10 handed the ball, slips the first tackler,
He's
but the rest are there.
Not gonna make it.
Beautiful job.
Falcons come to the sideline with their 5 subs.
I have a favorite player on Whidbey.
You do?
I've been dropped. Number 21's name is Smokey McClure.
Smokey McClure.
What a cool name.
That is such a Whidbey name.
That is
Smokey McClure.
Number 21, you got
Smokey
McClure. That is an incredible name. Well, given to me from Liana McClure, so I wonder
if there's any relation there.
Weird. What a coincidence.
Oh, well, Liana, welcome to the broadcast, and we appreciate the ability to bring this to you. And win or lose, we're glad you're here today.
Smokey McClure, there he is, number 21 out there. Found him now.
He's gonna be back deep, Smokey McClure.
Hey, Landon's put the fear of kicking to him. Look how far they are back now. They were sitting up at like the 30 earlier. He's put a couple back there towards the end. He's done a very good job.
Yeah, I've been impressed with our friend Landon.
Especially compared to his first kick, maybe intentionally. It was a good-looking kick, went about to the 40. His last kick went deep.
He got underneath it too much.
Yeah.
But
here we go.
He's got a good mentor.
He does.
Weston is his older brother.
Weston has done an incredible job kicking. He's been one of the better kickers we've ever had. Here we go. Hands up. Turks do the helmet chant.
Windmill Espresso kickoff coming right up.
Boom. There we go. That one a little too much. To get a weird bounce. We'd be able to recover. Smart move. Just diving on the ground there.
And Smokey McClure gets back into the... Smokey McClure, he's the one that's been running the Wildcat for...
Okay. We got a couple more names. There we go. They're coming in now. Grady Davis is number 12.
Number 12, Grady Davis. He's been a beast on defense, and he's had a couple good plays on offense.
And Dustin Davis, number 34.
Dustin Davis,
34. I see 34. He's in the huddle against us right now.
34 is playing. He's playing defensive end out there.
Does he play team? Is he playing tackle for him, or what's he playing?
Outside linebacker.
Outside linebacker. Looks like maybe in a tight end for wide receiver here.
Oh, he's playing tight end there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Smokey McClure in the backfield.
Drop back, goes deep for the pass. He's got a man open. Is he able to get the completion? Ooh, great job there from the Turks, causing the interruption.
So, the evolution of a defensive back. Mm-hmm. I've watched Landon go from his defense is closer. He's able to play. It's just been fun to watch. I may or may not have played defensive back in high school.
Defensive, getting
I didn't score 4 touchdowns in one game. My claim to fame is I had more kick return yardage than anybody else in the Metro League my sophomore year.
Oh.
That's because I did more kickoff returns than anybody because we were really bad.
You guys got scored on a lot.
And I was the sacrificial lamb.
Anyways, we'll see here. We have about 5 wide receivers left here for Whidbey. Is that Smokey McClure with it?
That is
Smokey McClure. They motioned him left.
They put and where did they throw the ball? They threw the ball into the flat again.
Yep. They motioned him left. They had 4 people sprint deep. The Turks, caught up in the play. Exactly what the play's designed to do. Draw the Turks deep. Had Smokey right there. They dropped it off to him, and he has 10 easy yards.
So who's the quarterback? Number 2.
Number 2. There's a couple. Yeah, we need number 2. Well, is he the original? Who's the?
He's been playing quarterback the whole game.
I know. Number 6 has got himself a lot of targets today. Tell us. Here we go.
Smokey McClure lining up.
Yeah, he's got one.
Nobody in the backfield.
Oh, let's see a
timeout by the Turks. I believe, because they came out in a no. There was no running backs in the backfield with the quarterback. Mm-hmm. So they had, Smokey came out of, Smokey was doing some smoke signals from the side over there. And
they had him one-on-one.
Smokey McClure.
Such a good name.
It's such a football name. Such a South Whidbey. Such a South Whidbey name. It just reminds me of all the great names that come out of the island over there. And hey, guess what? We get to go play South Whidbey again.
Do we? Will we go over?
We're going to go over to the island and play them on JV.
JV, yeah. There's not as many JV matchups, so I'm sure.
So we get Granite Falls twice this year, and we get South Whidbey twice this year.
That's right. I'm sure they appreciate it as well because there's not many matchups.
And I'm glad that it's as evenly matched as it has been.
Because especially if Whidbey's able to finish off this drive in the end zone, we'll be a one-drive game.
Well, they've already got 3 passes over 40 yards against us. And so, Smokey lining up.
They got him right there.
Smokey's lined up on the right.
I wouldn't call it trips left, maybe quads left.
It's twits. Well, yeah. Well,
Smokey will drop back, be sort of a fake, but that was off the
right
hand.
Through
Great
his
job.
hands.
They're having Smokey stay in the flat a lot here.
81, Luke Buckman.
Yeah. Look, he's got his I won't say dad. Marshall's in the chat room for him. Marshall Buckman's there for him.
Mr. Buckman, you got a number 81 jersey on. You're supposed to catch that.
That went right. And as soon as it bounced off his hands, I think he realized he could sort of see. He's like, I really could have picked that.
Nice play, young man.
He got his hand in there. That was one of the first real deflections we've had. He got in there, put his hand in the way, and just deflected it down. So go again.
Brady Hamas on the side there.
Here we go. Whidbey's taking it back in shotgun. Pressure
there it goes.
brought. Good job not roughing the passer there. Caught by number 6 again.
And none other than Hunter Treadler on the hit there makes it third down.
We've said his name a lot. So he's having himself a nice little game.
Hunter Treadler is a 5'8", 155-pound sophomore. Mm-hmm. Okay, Coach Darth McDicken. Does he play basketball? I hope not. I hope he wrestles.
I feel like you said about everyone, though. A wrestling man.
Go get the ball. I've just been so impressed with the offensive and defensive lines for the Turks today.
We'll have, let's see, which one is that? That's Dustin Davies out there with number 6 on the left.
All right.
So Turks corners out there. Expect to look that way. They will, but he'll cut back right. He'll look for his second option. Great job blocking. Number 2's got the space, but here come the Turks to cut him off. Not able to get the tackle, jukes it, spins off another one before finally being
that's going to
drugged to
be
the ground.
good for a Falcon first down. I tell you what, Aiden Masterjohn was in hot pursuit, and number 70, Jacob Fettig, had just missed a sack there. He just spun out of it.
Well, the news is spreading that this is a good game. We're up to 30 people watching.
Well, you guys are missing a good game.
I
I
appreciate we had Whidbey people here.
And hey, you South Whidbey fans, make sure you let your guys know they can go in and watch it on demand when they get home.
Yeah, feel free to drop a subscribe and like if you can. And if you've got any more names, we'll take all the names we can. That's why Smokey's gotten about 50 call-outs so far, because we know his name. So that'll be a handoff to Smokey. There'll be a flag on the ground, but he'll juke one. He'll juke two. He's got space.
It's coming back with a procedure penalty.
I think it is as well, but Smokey gets about 20 there. Maybe even 30.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, and he was just on fire to the right side. But I think we're going to quench that.
Oh, here we go. We got another. Number 7 for the Falcons is Andrew Fundak.
Okay.
And I see him. He's standing there on the sideline.
I see him. Andrew Fundak. Okay.
Andrew Fundak up there on the sideline.
I've seen him play quite a bit tonight, but that's coming back for a hold.
Was it a hold that they called?
Yes.
That's unfortunate after a great run there from Smokey. I mean, would have put the Falcons right in the...
Oh, that's only 5
yards.
Well, no, they were 2nd and 5, so it was a 10. No, it was first down, so it was only a 5 yard, so it was a procedure penalty. So it'd be 1st and 15 coming up.
Oh, Skylar Pinner.
Coach Bush out there.
Coach Bush. We can hear Coach Bush from here. I think I've heard some of the Falcon coach a couple of times as well. Coach Bush, for any Sultan people, I'm sure you're aware. He can be loud occasionally.
Oh, you think?
He raises his.
I could hear Garth in another gym during a wrestling match.
Hear Garth in a different city. So here we go. Drop up to Smokey. Oh. Smokey makes a miss. He's got some space. We'll cut right. We'll get taken down. Ooh, great play there by Smokey. I think who got the tackle there? One-on-one tackle. Not by Tradler. 15 by Keeler there. I think that's a.
Well, they're gonna do this. It's gonna take. The Turks are gonna need to score another touchdown to win this game.
Oh, they're gonna. The Falcons have figured it out. They the Turks got them third. I mean, they got each other third quarter. Falcons have come out here and shown that they figured it out though again. So you're going to go with no running backs again. So they're going to the spread formation. At 3, yeah, Smokey right. Yeah, one of the Davis brothers left. So here we go. He sprints outside, but Turks are all over that one.
Ball went out.
Oh, did it?
Turks may have gotten it. It looks like they do.
And the Turks got the football.
That's going to be a Turk first down.
Woo! Maybe not your traditional first down game. Unfortunate play there for the Falcons. That stunts a lot of momentum they built. I mean, they take off almost 4 minutes into our fourth quarter, but they look now and they're empty-handed. Oh my goodness, things are collapsing here in Turk Tower.
Did that happen?
Something to fall over, guys.
Did that happen and Draven was nowhere near us?
It was Alex and Katrina. It was horrible.
Oh my goodness, stuff has fallen in the tower. The tower has not fallen, luckily.
We have some technical difficulty. We are getting back to you.
Things are falling. Okay, well, I mean, that'll make your heart race. Because here we are. It'll be Turks out here. A lot of people coming off that right side. Number 2. Oh, great. Not quite able to make the tackle, but a great coming off the edge there.
Good for a 4-yard gain.
Both of these coaches, Bush and whoever Whidbey's is, seems like they may be able to raise their voice when they want.
Well, the Turks should be in no hurry to run a play. They should need to take 40 seconds off every single play right now.
I mean, second down, they gain about 2 or 3 on that first rush just up the middle.
This is going to be a Caden keeper.
You think so? Here we go. Go back, and it'll be a little screen check. But luckily, it'll be a forward pass.
Well, it should have been a Caden keeper.
Should have. We'll go tell them they ran the wrong play there.
It kind of rhymes, you know. Sometimes it's the play I want him to run, you know.
We'll mark this time frame down. Number 75, Damian Ring for the Falcons. I assume 75 with that high number. I see him on the sideline. I assume he's been playing DT, line for most of the game.
He's been getting lots of action.
It's hard to get the call out when you're on the line, unfortunately. I mean, I'm sure everyone's played for that Whidbey team when you got a team that small, but Whidbey's in the back time there. I can't. Numbers are so far.
Hopefully the ball didn't come out, but that. I'll tell you what, Falcons have come to play. They have the football. That was a fumble.
Oh, no. Well, all of a sudden, things may not be catastrophic here for the Falcons. So a couple of substitutes will come in.
Well, welcome to JV football.
The action's never over.
Oh, I tell you. Yeah, I've seen some football games with a lot more turnovers. This has been a very well played game. I'm not going to say it's been really clean because we've seen a lot of turnovers, but the Turks are going to line up here.
Here we go. Oh, that's almost picked off. Does the name Jamie O'Malley ring a bell to you?
Absolutely.
Jamie O'Malley. We actually got a comment about her. Ryan Fox said South Whidbey, Jamie O'Malley, former science teacher, used to teach there before she came to Sultan, and now teaches at Helena High School in Montana.
She does.
She does. You've been here. I mean, you've had kids here forever, so I figured if anyone was going to ring a bell.
I've been here in the Great Sky Valley for over 20 years.
I figured if she'd been here any time, Jamie O'Malley.
Yeah, she taught my oldest son in AP biology.
There you go. Well, great little connection there. I'm sure if you throw out anyone in the recent memory, I'm sure.
Well, Mr. Fox is on the broadcast. That's one of the Bryant bunch.
Ryan Fox. Oh, is he?
Yeah, Ryan Fox.
Here we go. Cut up. Oh, Turks. Good hit there.
Smokey was smoking towards the end zone.
He was like a smoking bullet, but now just a little smoke, an ash pile left.
And he ran into a bulletproof vest on that.
Oh, my goodness.
We're getting tired, folks. I'm getting tired and a little loopy.
Ooh, 5 minutes. I mean, as we get under 5 minutes, halfway through the fourth, time keeps ticking. Whidbey has to punch the ball in here if they want to. I mean, obviously anything can happen in JV football, but mentally you'll feel so much better if you're able to punch it in right here.
Hashtag Turks first.
I mean, if you're going here, you either keep it with.
Well, it's definitely 4-down territory.
4-down. I think you just. I think you just give it back to Smokey. You got a fullback set up. I think it's Smokey there in the backfield. You just try to bust it up the middle here.
Well, they may fake it.
So you'll be a pitch back. Smokey, does he have the room to get in? It's
he got in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Whidbey. Smokey gets the pitch and takes it in left side.
Smoking. Somebody stop me.
So 10 taken to 6. 10 taken to 4, and they'll look to make it only 2. 24-28 now. 4:25 left as.
So
here we go. Number 10 will come in.
2 points really don't matter right now.
No,
because there's no kicking game, so to speak.
If the field goal came out, it would be surprising. So you'll have you get Grady Davis out there alone left side.
I think they're going to run the exact same play again.
Probably.
Just pitch to the left. Oh, ball goes on the ground.
But he'll pick it up, and he looks like he has enough room. Turks get there, but he gets there. Turks couldn't quite cut the room quick enough. What's the score? Gee-woo. It is now 28-26 in favor of the Turks. Yeah, we apologize. The scoreboard has become unreadable.
4:25 left to go.
2-point lead for Sultan, 28-26.
Really, here, I mean, Whidbey has taken at least one of their timeouts that I can tell.
Maybe 2. I want to say it's 2, and Turks have taken 1. They took one early third, and they took one on a long second.
So, and for me, it's time to unleash the Caden Keeper.
The Cane Keeper.
My favorite play. Oh, I do like the Van Pelt, though.
I mean, you've established the running game now, so I think the Caden Keeper try to, fake the handoff.
Well,
and they'll be biting.
You need a first down. First down, you need to, and it depends on who fumbled that ball. I didn't get to see who fumbled that ball on that.
No, neither did I. It's a little too far away.
And we have had some ball control issues. I mean, some ball security issues.
No problem, G-Woo. Just here to provide, here to help, here to read off the names and then try to remember them in the middle of the moment. Smokey gets the advantage of having a name I'm going to remember. Like, I'm trying to remember Grady and Dustin Davis, but they're no Smokey. Smokey doesn't even need a last name. So here we go. Kickoff here for time for Whidbey. I mean, do you expect an onside? For what it's worth?
No. But they're not. The ball's not going to go beyond the 35-yard line on this.
No.
But at this point, if you do an onside kick, you're just you want to pin them as deep as you can here.
There we go. Hand up for the referee. Whistle blown. Oh, in unison clap. Sort of bounced off the ground. Turks got to come down with that. They will. That's number 10, Hunter Tradlander. He'll try to find himself some room. He's got a little bit right side. Won't find much more than that, but still puts his team at the 45.
That's going to be closer to the 50-yard line.
Yep, my bad. I just completely missed that. So Turks will have to try to put together a slower drive. I mean, even if they get tackled and bounced, they can run off over 2 minutes here. They can put it below 2.
All righty.
Anyways.
All right, the Turks have got 4:19 to go. So, a couple of first downs. They should be in no hurry here. Now, the Falcons have shown that they can throw the ball deep, so you really need to.
Also shown they can punch the ball. There's Jonathan. Good yards there, 5 yards.
Way to wrap the ball up, young man.
You got to hold on to that football. Worst case scenario is the
So they'll probably be, the next time they run the ball, it should be about 3:35 here the next time they run the ball.
Caden Keeler will get the play call. We'll see Tradlander will come off. Landon will come in. 26-28 Sultan. Yes, that's correct, Michelle Shepard. Just letting you know. 28-26 still for Sultan. So a 2-point game. So it's really just a touchdown game here.
Well, it's all a touchdown game with no kicking.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just a 1 touchdown game.
Is it time for the Caden Keeper?
We'll see. You've been calling for it. Track record's pretty good at guessing. So we get to 3:25, and ball will get snapped. Handoff. It will be a real handoff now. When he gets held, he is going to be short.
Short of the first down.
That's a great.
This is 4 down territory. I would think this is 4 down territory for you. But in this instance, I haven't seen them line up under center, the quarterback line up under center. But this is the instance where. It's the Caden Keeper, quarterback thing.
Yeah,
but
he'll get the play called. I mean, this is where it's such a hard job for Whidbey, where whoever gets to keep it, you gotta meet them right there. 1 yard, and the Turks have a first.
Well, and then you're gonna start with the ball 5 yards back, and
so here we go.
Call a timeout.
Motion. Get him to the left side of Caden. Turks like what they see. Motion. Tradlander won't take it. It's the Caden Keeper. Does he get it?
He does.
He should have it. They'll spot him probably there. I mean, it's close, but I think it's definitely got. Still an incredible job by Whidbey to.
Well, they got the Caden keeper. That's the play I wanted. It only got a foot, but hey, we got the Caden keeper out of him. Now they shouldn't be hiking the ball until 2 minutes here.
Yes, they should just keep the clock running.
One more first down, and they'll be forced to start taking their timeouts.
Just 1 or 2 left for Whidbey, 2 points down, and I mean an incredible job. They're trying to stop, just couldn't quite get it. I mean, shout out to everyone there on Whidbey. I mean, just on the line, just a beautiful job in the trenches, but not enough. Here the Turks probably hand off here. They hand off to Jonathan. That one will get stopped at just about the line.
He gained about a foot on that.
Yeah.
A timeout called, I believe, by South Whidbey. With 1:45 to go. Now, they shouldn't, I mean, because of the timeout now, like I said, one more first down, the Turks will be able to run this down.
Mm-hmm.
What a great ball game.
It was an incredible ball game.
You come out here with 16 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Each team has about 16 guys. This is, and they've both played their hearts out, and we've made some new friends today. And we got the Davis brothers?
Yeah, we have I assume have to be the Davis brothers, Andrew Fundak, number 7, Damian Ring, number 75, and of course number 21, Smokey
McClure.
Smokey. Master Gunny said Walt. I don't know what that means. If that's a player, we need a number. Love to give him a call out. Here we go. 1:45 left. Second down. Second and up. I mean, 9, 10.
Well, if they don't get the first down here, I think they've got to take their last timeout.
Mm-hmm.
And they still have a chance to get the ball left.
They do.
They still have a chance to get the ball if they've only got one timeout left. So if the Turks run this play, it'll be down to almost 1 minute before they hike it on third down. Mm-hmm. They take the timeout, but if they that's going to be against the Turks.
Probably. You don't see a whole defensive line jump like that.
That's going to be against the Turks.
Yeah, I mean, surely. He started turning the other way.
Yeah.
Nice work on. Oh yeah, Buckman. It's been a great game for both sides. I'd say you don't have a whole defensive line jump like that for no reason.
So the Turks were the whole point of that play was to try to get them to jump off sides, to get the defense to jump off sides, and the linemen couldn't keep their spot long enough.
Someone said Bruise Maker with the tackle. I assume that's Whidbey. I mean, that's a good nickname, right?
Bruise Maker. I love that.
I assume he's hit hard. I've got a couple of other names I'll read in a second. As that's a keeper. He'll just run outside and breaks off one. Oh, he's got to stay in bounds. Great job dropping there. Let's see. You got some more names to throw at you. Brandon Niemi is number 5. Cody Redford's number 2.
Cody Redford. Now that's our quarterback.
Connor Donnery, number 10. Rayler Biggs, number 55. Cole Stein, number 6. Cole Stein, there's our wide receiver, number 1. Thank you so much, Master Gunny, for those names.
What was our quarterback's name again?
Number 2, Cody Redford.
Cody Redford. That is a quarterback name.
That is a quarterback. He's also out here playing. He's playing some corner. He's had himself a very good game.
He's the straw that stirs the drink. Mm-hmm. He's a big leader for this team. So let me know. Is Cody Redford? Is he a freshman? Because he's got an arm on him.
He's got himself a pair of scrambling legs as well. As boom, that one's eaten up. I think that's Redford in there. Redford's in there as well. 50. You can see 55's in there.
So I do not believe
Rayler Briggs and Brandon
I do not
Niemi.
believe that Whidbey has another timeout.
No, they would have called it, and I think we're at ball game.
Well, so here's what you do. You run you run it down to
milliseconds. You know.
Well, you run it down. You may not even call a timeout here. You may just run it all the way down to where it's they're going to call a penalty on us, and then you tell your quarterback just run around.
Calling 4 seconds on the clock.
4 seconds on the clock
Let's
still.
Sage Northup, number 28.
No, so they use their timeout with 4 seconds on the clock there.
They'll just avoid the penalty.
So,
I mean, yeah, there's no reason not to use the timeout.
well, yeah, you've got it in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you were going to punt and you had a good punter, you don't mind going back for five more yards, but you don't even want to risk it because the fumbles and things like that.
If you have a quick turnover, putting them closer would be for no reason.
So with 4 seconds, you hike the ball.
You run
and
around.
You run.
Even legally, you could hold and you'd be fine because holding doesn't extend the game.
No, offensive holding would not extend the game. It only cannot end on a defensive penalty.
Mm-hmm.
What a ball game. 28-26 could have gone either way. I mean, it comes down to one team needed to do a 2-point conversion that they just didn't quite get.
I mean, yeah, either way. I mean, it was a great game. There we go. We'll take the shotgun snap. He'll roll out, roll down. Time will wind down. He'll run out of bounds, and the Turks.
That's it.
Your JV Turks defeat the South Whidbey JV 28-26 in an incredible game. Monday Night Lights.
And part 2 coming to South Whidbey near you in a few weeks.
It will. We will not be there for that.
No, I'm not going to make the trip out there, so hopefully we can have a chance to watch it. You guys can return the favor over there. I appreciate everybody being here. For all of our producers and camera people here on TurkBread.tv.
1 sec, I got one more before we leave. I got a yes, he is a fresh, which I assume is going to be in reference to Redmond.
Redmond, he's a freshman. Okay, well that's good. Redford, yeah. So
it's then been deleted, but I'll take it as word. I'll take it as law.
Yeah, so nice. It was enjoyable. I got to see a great football game, and you guys have a chance to come back, and they'll have a chance to come back and take it on their home field. Hopefully the Turks, of course, #Turks first.
Turks first.
For all of our sponsors here and for all of our producers who did a great job tonight, and for everybody out here and out there in TV land, I'm Coach Brian. This is Seth Sargent. #Turks first.